What's up, everybody? We will be getting started in just a second here, guys. I'm getting logged into the account that we're going to be re-apping on, and for some reason, every single time I start stream, my camera dies and I have to reconfigure it. I don't understand why. It was literally working, and then the second I started stream, it just died. Alright, so we're coming over to changing that account to Europe server. Get this pinned. So what happens if I take that out and then add this back? Alright, something is taking over the webcam. Also, not a huge fan of that music. Let me try and find something a little better. That's not going to be better. Yeah, no, that's pretty bad. Here we go. This should be better. All right. Camera working there. The webcam is just completely not working. It's like literally not getting power. If I run the software, it's fine. All right, let's try like this. Okay. I think that's gonna do the trick. There we go. Under filters. There we go. And there we go. Okay. All right. What's up, everybody? All right, I am definitely behind on chat. Let me see. Let me just make sure that chat is properly. Let me just make sure. Okay, so that's good. Let me make sure that chat is properly displaying, and then we're gonna get caught up here. Yeah, Big Mac, the original music was pretty good, and then it seemed like it just kind of changed up and wasn't quite as, I don't know, I wasn't digging the next song quite as much as the first one. So I am doing a new music service. I finally found a music service that we're testing out that should hopefully not trigger. Let's get this microphone a little bit closer. Can't go that way. There we go. First one was fire. All right, let me see if I can. What did it default me onto? No, it didn't default me. I chose chill or chill EDM. Let's try chill again. No. That's got some potential. Try that. First one had a lot more energy though.
I took the wrong way, down the subway, ended halfway around the world. Lost my car.
All right, let's get caught up on chat here, guys, and then we will get started. You guys are also gonna get to see me do a little bit of Siege today. I got one hit in. I was freaking crushed at work today. Stream got started late, and it's just been a mess. So you're not gonna see me do any kind of like special stuff. You'll just watch me cleave a lot, but we will do a couple of we will get to do a couple of siege hits, it looks like, on stream. So that I haven't done siege hits on stream in a very, very long time. But it's a kind of free siege right now, and we can just kind of cleave stuff and have a little bit of fun. All right, so first of all, John, Tariq, Big Mac, man, Tariq and Big Mac, been a long time, guys. Good to see you guys were able to make it. John as well, been a long time. Jasmeel, Aggie, what is up, everybody? And so let's see, I feel like I am missing some chat on this combined dashboard. We're gonna check. No, maybe not, okay. So Jasmeel, I'm just, as Aggie said, I'm streaming both. Just streaming YouTube and Twitch at the same time. I decided that I don't stream enough. The channels are too the channels are too small these days. Nobody's gonna be paying attention, so I can get away with it. Oh, bro, why you gotta hate me? Which guild are you in now, Big Mac? Okay, yeah, I'm not digging this music. Not digging this music at all. What was the original? What the hell is this chiptune? Alvin and the Chipmunk shit. Let's see here. How about this?
Fragile and ghostly black trees, pleading with the intense blue sky.
Something like this.
Is it you?
Alright, so you guys are going to have to remind me. We're going to be bouncing around channels a lot, I think. Looking for some better stream music or some new stream music, because we use the same 100 songs for 5 years. And so as good songs come up, I need to hit like, and then I can just build a playlist over time. So when you hear something that's fire, let me know, and we'll put it on the playlist. Big Mac with the super chat. Bro, dropping the we're here. Thank you very much, Big Mac. Very much appreciate it, bro. All right, this, bear with me one more second. We're gonna change one more configuration thing here, guys, because the chats are not displaying properly when I'm trying to do the multi-stream chat. I almost missed that. So I do need to just pop these chats over here. And it is chaotic today. Chaotic for me today. Oh, what the hell is this music? We're all gonna sleep on this shit. Yeah, let's just go over to this for now. And if you guys don't hear anything that's fire, let me know, and I won't drop $100 for the music service. Because so far, I do like the fact that we've got music that's new to the channel, but I've heard like one good song and a lot of not good songs. Okay, let's get that positioned up. Here a little bit. There we go. Okay, I think I got my chats lined up now. So John, as far as the notifications go, I mean, maybe just turn notifications on. I don't know. I think that's the thing, is like YouTube might have defaulted you to like personalized notifications, so you have to mark it to all notifications. That would be the only thing that I could think of there. But yeah, I mean, I dropped a video this morning, and then obviously the stream tonight, and I do have a couple more videos recorded. All right, are we gonna get hits in anytime soon? If not, we'll just start. Actually, you know what I can do? I'm probably gonna lose because I haven't actually ruined anything, but I can do a quick. I can do a quick RTA match. You can also join our Discord community, John. There's a push notification sent out in Discord every time a video drops. So, not a, oh, we're gonna go ragdoll. Do we, which way do we go from here? A couple ways I could go. I could just proceed with the cleave, or I could pivot. I kind of wanted to show you guys some of the new toys, but I think that's the wrong play. This. I'm just forcing stuff right now. I mean, most things are ruined, but they're ruined from last season, and the new toys I pulled mean that I'm going to have a different draft style, so they're not well ruined for the drafts that I want to do. Alright, so I'm going to do this, and... I feel like Kraka would be good here. SEMA might be better, right? Yeah, because I have protection. If you bring strip, yeah, let's do the SEMA. He's got the Leo. Let's go like this. Max res SEMA, that was helpful. Yeah, we can do this. That's fine. I think that Leo... Okay, good. He didn't proc. That should be GG right there. This whole team lapped me. Damn. That's a lot of bar. Doesn't matter, but it was a lot of bar. Oh, Shizuka's dead. No, she's not. He didn't proc. Nice. GG. Yeah, Talvia, I do free-to-play comps now. No, today's stream is actually reapps. However, I did not get any siege hits in, so it's going to be a mix of content. We're going to get a couple of siege hits in, and then we're going to jump over to the reapps. I'm already logged into Arthrex's account, but he went to bed, so he's EU. I've got instructions on what he'd like to do, so we're not in as much of a rush. This is where, see, like, I need Escher ruined here, and I don't have Escher ruined, so that's problematic. Guess I can go like this. She's still, yeah, she's fine. I slowed her down a little bit, but I think she's fine. Is she max res? She is. But he's got too much there, right? Adriana here, maybe? Yeah, let's do something like this. So, John, I actually have not had time to see the dev interview. I've been working really long days. So I actually don't know. I got the gist of it from people is basically like they don't care about Siege. I don't know if that's accurate or not, although I kind of believe it is. But I need to see more of the interview to really have a proper opinion. So how's this play out? He bans Adriana, I stun, and then he gets the bomb off anyway, right? So I think we need to do this. Yeah. Keeps him from getting the bomb off. Makes it a little bit harder. No, yeah, I think that's the play. I think that was the play. Man. You know I'll double glance the Masha if I don't do this. Not great. Not great, but is what it is. As long as CR doesn't proc, I think we're okay. That's a lot of damage from that Masha right there. Oh, no, we're okay, though. We're okay, right? Yeah, because we can do... Oh, no! Nope, I'm in trouble. Well, that proc did not help. Yeah, it's a loss. That proc messed me up. Might have had a chance. Might have had a chance until he got that Miles proc. That proc didn't help either. Yeah, I'm kind of in trouble here because I need the heal, but it won't be enough. He gets 2 hits, it's GG. I mean, like I said, for that match in particular, I really needed an Asher. I knew it right from the start, not having Asher. I think I actually started to Rune Asher too, and I got distracted. I'm gonna have to make a lot of changes to my box for this season. So I think I remember kind of what happened is I was trying to sift out runes between the Swift units that I run, because I also I slowed her down a little bit and shifted one of her runes over. I don't remember. I guess I started re-runing shit and I just got distracted. Whatever happened there. It's gonna take me a lot of changes. So I have a big pull that just happened. I have a really big pull that just happened about a week ago. Haven't used him much, and I was trying to force him in on stream for you guys to see him. But so far, people have not been accommodating me with their drafts. And once again, they are not going to be accommodating me with this draft. What up, B-Bird? How you doing, bro? Alright, so I'm going to go... I think it's generally my best counter here. I don't know why people keep spamming Rag Gapsu. Like, I had no success with it, and I have usually no problem killing it. Not that you never lose to it, but it's definitely, when I tried using it, it was a sub 50 win comp for me, and when I play against it, it's a sub 50 win comp against me. Obviously, it's working for people, I just don't know how or why it is working for people. Alright. There's no defense break anywhere, so the Julienne is not going to be as good here. If I go with Smicer, I have to ban the Gapsu. Add anything? Yeah, there's no reset, so I can go Beelzebub? Yes. Beelzebub's going to be pretty weak here with no defense break on either side of the field, though. Because, like, the Shizuka can't feed off defense. Well, I mean, I got the Tian Lang, but he's going to ban the Tian Lang. So. I think we go this route. Beelzebub was a bad pick, too. He's not going to ban Tian Lang, because Tian Lang counters my own Beelzebub. Distracted. Yep. No. That was a mistake. What up, Tuna? How you doing, man? Freaking dogs were barking in the other room. I'm sure that carried through to the microphone, and I was trying to decide if I should go shut the dogs up, and I just completely spaced out. But yeah, Beelzebub's pretty much a dead pick here, so this should be a loss. Nice. I love when I get 0 stuns. Doing good, man. Doing good. Pretty much gonna take a miracle for Beelzebub to get a turn when he comes back. Just a huge misdraft, but we'll see what happens. Maybe I can win the 3v3. Got a lot more protection than I do with the Gapsu Lima, though. Nice. Gotta love resistance. Hey, resistance and revenge. Always fun. Do I have to sleep her here? I pretty much do, right? Yeah. Okay. It doesn't matter. Give my TN lying bar anyway. You know what? Might have a chance after all. Do I cut? I think I cut! No, he procced! Come on! Oh, what a freaking rip that was. He actually gave me the kill with less than 50 bars so that I could get the turn, and then he procced anyway. I can show you the Nikki runes, but you'll just laugh at the Nikki runes. Nikki is rune from a ragdoll comp from last season. Just keep that in mind. So, do I still get this? Yeah, because his passive's back up, right? Yeah, so even if he snipes the TL, he maybe lives and snipes the TL. Okay, yeah, I still got it. Dude, that proc was freaking brutal, but that's the problem with Beelzebub. Dead to procs. Alright, we only have 2 wings left. So here are the Nikki runes. Again, this rune from a ragdoll comp, so ragdoll core comp. Oh, wait. The reason we were doing this was so that we could try and get some hits in. Let's see if we can actually get any hits in yet. 2 minutes, 3 minutes, nah. Oh, hey. Nope, are we FFA? I don't know if we're FFA. Nikki Speed S2? I have no idea. I kind of stopped looking at like what the specific runes were a long time ago. I followed the optimizers, so I'm gonna guess at 245 she's probably HP slot 2, but nope, she has speed. There you go. Okay. Yeah, I had no idea. What up, Tyler? How you doing, bro? Oh, all right. Let's see if we can get a couple of hits in, and then we can start on the reapps. All right. I don't think we're FFA yet because I see trims marked. Let me just check Discord and see if we went FFA. I don't think so. Okay. So we've got to wait it off another minute to get this call in here. And if I go into an RTA match, I'll miss the call. Like I said, guys, you're not going to be seeing like any kind of insane internal Skyfall tech here. I'm just going to be cleaving stuff, honestly. We're just going to do a couple of quick cleaves so that we get our hits in. So Jubagel pull a 10-year for his first LD5. Oh, 10-year player is first LD5. John, I thought you had Yun Hung. Maybe I remembered wrong. But yeah, hopefully you get one soon, man. I've been on the absolute craziest run ever. Absolute craziest run. Like, so I didn't get to show you guys the new toy. Maybe if we get one more wing in. I pulled Maximilian a week ago. That's what I was actually trying to do, was force him in. But the problem is, because I'm not built to... Maximilian really needs kind of a built comp, and I don't have a comp built around him, so he's been really hard to force in. At a minimum, I need like an Escher rune, and because I've got 50 in the box ruined right now, I gotta move some stuff around. I just didn't have time to prepare it before stream, or I would have done so. But we'll probably do an RTA stream sometime soon, and we'll flex a little bit of max cleave or something like that. All right, let's just do 10.2. Yeah, 10.2. Okay, that looks pretty easy. So we'll just go like this, and we're gonna snipe Kraka, and then we'll go. It should be fine. And this is not really the best counter right here, but it should be fine. We're in a rune gap anyway. Aw, you would. That's fine. You're gonna steal everything, huh? That's alright. We'll strip you back. Close enough. That's all called down. Another 10. It's all called. Oh, no. There we go. C10-2. C10.2. Cool. Alright, what do we call? Man. Alright, we're gonna super sketch comp this. Do I want to do that? That's like super sketch. Super sketch. But, why not? He needs to be 307 or better. He is. Oh, that's right. That's the wrong thing there. Okay. Super sketch. Probably gonna take my first loss of the season on this one, but let's see. Just needed stuff that I could actually do quickly. Oh, well, I mean, there's a difference between like, all right, we're gonna run another really sketch comp here. Might change my runes up a little bit for this one though. I don't like running all these sketch comps. I just don't want to like re-rune stuff too quickly on stream. Just need to get hits in. What are we gonna go here? I have an idea for this. Problem is Julianne, because she can lock down on Julianne, so that's really sketch. I mean, it's probably fine, especially for these purposes, but 19 into 111, 19. Yeah, no, I can't do that. Okay. All right, let's just see if we can tank the Odin. Oh, we can use. That's pretty rough. Let's see here. I don't really want Vio. Actually, all right. So let's just yeah, let's do this. Just tank the Odin. Just get it going. Okay, that's fine. Okay. That should be fine. Just have to tank the open and we're good. But I'm gonna do something really weird here. That'll work. Don't need much speed. Okay. This work? That works. That'll work. So the only reason I put Will on the Julienne right here is just in case the Adriana derps on turn 1, so she doesn't put Oblivion on the Julienne. As long as we survive turn 1, we should be fine. It didn't matter. She got the strip anyway. But still, better safe than sorry. That was a trap Odin. That's a triple defense Odin right there. Because that thing did no damage whatsoever. There's the Oblivion. That's not good. Yep. Wow. Can you proc one time? Oh, okay, cool. Didn't actually think he could proc one time. So that's how you luck sack in Siege, guys. That right there, that's just straight luck sack. That's nothing but luck. Also, I'm ignoring the Odin because it does no damage. Since we saw it did half the damage to Riley on open, we know it's a triple defense Odin, so we just get rid of the supporting stuff and then kill it. I mean, you know, oh, does he kill? Nah, he didn't kill. You know, realistically, the Julienne would have revived. So it's not like I was in that much trouble, but still, things could go bad from that point, for sure. All right, slow offense, but we did it without having to go fully Rune a team, so happy with that. Just trying to get hits in, and then we'll start our re-ups. All right, let's see here. Threes. Close, that's close. So this is gonna be our next base. It's a partial luck sack. I mean, I was trolling mostly. It's not a full luck sack because the Julienne would have revived, but I mean that comp's gonna win a lot more than it's gonna lose, but it's definitely not 100%. Which obviously, if Siege was not over and if I was not on stream, I would have taken a safer comp into it. But we're just trying to get some hits out. Why can't I find this girl? I never find anything. That's why I can't find her. We are looking for the Hungyun. You know what? It's going to be faster just to do it this way. Almost positive we're gonna get to Lucian the next one. Oops. And then I think after this tower, there's no, oh, tower, but it's not marked. Okay. Where are we at? 360, 168. Exile still has a bunch of hits left. Okay. That would explain it. Okay, I'm starting to prepare the re-ups while we're waiting for this last hit. Force. Well, we can't hit that, right? I guess we can't hit that. Okay. 1 minute left. All right, so then I will just show you guys. We're gonna jump into the re-ups after this. So, Raku. Oh man. All right. Well, you almost watched me. You almost watched me into couple. I did a couple of pretty risky comps there. The Hungyun one was kind of like. I mean, I was racing it. I wasn't going to get outspent no matter what. But, you know, it was still kind of the Hungyun one. Team has surprisingly good cleanup, but yeah. It's pretty sketch. Which one are you, Rocker? Are you Exiles or Nuck and Futs? Go 10-3. I can't Lucian. Can I Lucian this? No, that's a little too sketch. Yeah, that's a little. Oh, but you know what I can do? Yeah, I can do this. Okay. It doesn't really matter. Better safe than sorry, actually. Wow, that's pretty ass. I didn't realize my dark artifact was that low. Whoa, he lived? The hell? Damn. Good job, Young. I think that's it, right? 10-5 was called. 10-5 was called. Ah, Tuna! You took my call. All right, that's it. No more inting. We got away with a bunch of really sketch comps. I think that's fine. All right, we're going to try one last time. I'm just going to draft him either way. Probably going to lose, but who cares? I mean, it's like day one of the season. We'll see if we can force in the new toy. Oh, crap. I also need to restore runes because I pulled runes off of defense. Okay. Alright. Just don't go Rag Gapsu. As long as I don't go Rag Gapsu, I'll... Screw it. Let's just try it anyway. How can we make this work? Can we make this work? Got the strips. Can we make this work? Don't think so. Pretty sure I lose. If I had Ziana runed, maybe. But if he bans Chung here, I'm just not going to get the turns. He'll circle back around me, because I pretty much have to ban the Ragdoll. I have crit rate, right? Yeah, he's on crit rate. Pretty much have to ban the Ragdoll. He'll ban the Chung, and then the, yeah. Okay. That's interesting. Huh. Why? He doesn't have strip. I don't get it. Well, I guess he just knew that he would resist. Never mind. That's what it was. He knew he would resist. Oh. Okay. All right, well, so there we go. We got Max in one match. I still don't understand why he gave me the Chung, but I guess I'm not complaining. He bans the Chung, and it's like a free win for him because I was just trying to force in Max. What up, Ben? Doing good, man. Let's try this.
Music transcends space and time. Unites generations. Makes them come as one.
I think I'm pushing too hard here. Max doesn't make a ton of sense here. He's going to be able to counter this a little too easily, but you know, we just want to force in the Max. That's it. New toy. I didn't actually even optimize him. I just put whatever was in inventory on him. Well, no, that's not true. I put runes on inventory on him, and then it was too fast because everything is ruined around a ragdoll core, and so he was actually too fast. What up, Gummy? How you doing, man? All right, so could I get away with that? Probably not. Could I get away with Gianna? No, not so much. You know what? Let's try this just for fun. I haven't used this guy very much. Really cool passive, but I haven't. Oh, he's fully ruined. I wonder how this will work. Probably not well, because I don't really have enough damage. I don't think. I definitely get turn one. I almost feel like I need to just S1 with the TL, but then once the Angela gets going, nah, there's really no way here. Yeah. Oh, okay, 2.4. Maybe. Wait a second. Nah, there's no way. I definitely lose this. I'm just trying to force stuff in. There's no way. Absolutely no way. I just don't have enough damage here. I think I need to save that, right? We want to try and stun you. Nope. All right, we want to try and stun everybody. And that's GG. Can I bring the Smicer below the Vanessa? I can. Sweet. Alright, so the reason we saved that was to steal the shields. That was perfect. Let's do this. Ooh. Hang on. Hang on. I mean, the damage output with the Yuldong on the field is actually pretty legit. Let's see how much damage we do on this ragdoll. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, I think I probably just sacked here because the Laura proc like 5 billion times, but you know, the Yuldong was not bad there, honestly. Did not do bad there at all. Okay, so I got in a call. I don't know if the base actually had anything to hit, but I did call something. 2.4. Is that a real call? That is a real call. Sweet. Okay, so this will just Lucian. Whoops. And this is why I dropped a video on tourney level siege, because, you know, you just Lucian everything. What up, Andy? How you doing, man? Adrenaline, I don't remember. Oh, you're asking Argo. Okay. I'll take 2.1. Tuna got 2.1. Okay, 2.2. Oh man, I can't Lucian this one. That's not cool. And actually, I don't know if I can hit this one on stream because the counter I use would be more of an internal counter. Let me see if there's something else I can hit. I'll lower FF it. No, that's called 3. All right, 3.5. Nope. Okay, I can Lucian this. Yeah, we'll go 9-1. Which Miri is that? I get confused with the like favorites thing. That is Miri 3. Okay, so Miri 3. Trick for you guys, by the way, when you're swapping runes, if you mark your artifacts that you like typically swap, so I use marking 5, then you can find them really quick when you're swapping monsters. Alright, that is Lucian 2, 4, 6, 7. Lucian 7. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7. And just so I don't make that mistake, because everybody has made that mistake at some point, and then you learn not to make it a second time. Alright, Dova, that is Dova 3. Welcome to tourney level siege, ladies and gentlemen. To be fair though, I would never do this in tourney. This is like, I would never be doing these hits in like a siege that wasn't over. Like I wouldn't be taking these risks in a siege that wasn't over. So I joke, but you know, there is a big difference between like regular season, especially in a siege that's pretty much already won. So that was Dova 2, right? Yeah. And that is Lucian 4. Cool. Also, I'm generally trying not to use internal counters, so I'm just cleaving everything because, like, you know. Any reason that I can't just Lucian this? 24 until 113. I'm at a lot more of a speed disadvantage. But I still kill those two. She kills... I think you can just Lucian this. Should be fine. It's not the counter I would ordinarily use. Again, I would probably... Well, actually... You know, that's interesting though, because you can't like necessarily windy that. I think you could technically be young it, maybe? It'd be sketch, though. You'd need to get that kill down quick. A tanky Cassandra could kind of mess you up there. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the Miranese. Okay. Alright, so we're on Miri 4. I don't remember which one had runes. Around here? Yeah. Welcome to the new world. I mean, you can use Teon as well. You could Jin here, but oh no, she's already built. I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's a 6, which is technically a 5 speed disadvantage. I'm pretty confident that I'll outspeed. Would I do this? You know, again, if it counts, no. I would never like try and race into something where was it 5? 4 or 5. I think it's on 5. I would never try and race into a defense with a speed disadvantage if it's not confirmed as being off Swift. I just pulled number 7, I think, Bubba. I just pulled number 7 the other day, but I only have 5 Dovas, and so then I would have to like re-rune the Teon, which is a lot more work. And I'm just trying to, as I said, just get the hits done quick because I didn't have time. I got off of work, like it rolled directly into stream. Oh, it's sorting by type. No wonder I can't find anything. There we go. I kept thinking it was all jumbled and out of order. All right, so third to last. The funny thing is, like in regular season, you'll see me, you see me spamming this right now. But in tourney, I don't remember if I even used a single Miri. Like maybe in round 3, maybe I used one. But for the most part, even though I've got a lot, like when the hits count, it's just a lot riskier, and you don't want to take those risks. All right, 9-5. I actually don't know if I trust. Huh. Do I want to just mirror this again? Your speed gaps. We killed these two for sure. Can she solo me though? Steal a Benny. Gives you Oblivion. She doesn't have any heal. No, I think we're fine to just finish it up with Miri. That's fine. Honestly, this feels a lot more sketch. So even though Celia is the same base as Lionel, she's much more frequently built on Swift, where Lionel is much more frequently built on Despair. That's another reason I don't mind racing there. That feels really sketch to me. Let's just cami this. What do we want to put with cami? I mean, I could also just have some fun with it. What could I do that would be fun? Just like a little LD abuse to wrap it up. I don't know. I don't really have a lot of LDs that I would trust to get in front of the Celia. The play here is to cami. So she's going to do Oblivion. Oh, she spreads Oblivion though, right? Steal it spreads harmful effects. She attacks the enemy with Oblivion. Huh. Yeah, the thing is, she can Oblivion the cami. Alright, what LDs do we have that we could just have some fun with? I wouldn't do the max. Definitely can't do Beelzebub. Wouldn't do the... Oops. Shouldn't show that. Veritra, no. Ooh. No, because he gets Oblivioned. So the counter passive doesn't work on Celia. I could do a Sylvia thing, maybe. What could I do with Sylvia? You get strip and strip. So these both strip. So if I was gonna Sylvia, I would pretty much just need to snipe the Ciara, right? So you take Sylvia as your speed lead, and then you do... I mean, I could just do a Sonya thing too. Oh, okay. No, I can't show that comp on stream. Never mind. Yeah. All right. Garo Ralk would, that one needs to be optimized. I don't have anything at all similar to it ruined. It needs to be something that I don't have to optimize. That's the thing. I've got an idea. It's sketch as fuck. It's probably gonna lose, but it should be fun. We're gonna use the worst LD5 in the game. That's it. We're gonna use the worst LD5 in the game just for fun. If I lose my first one this season on stream, yeah, whatever. But this should be fun. All right, do I take Pontos? Do I take Wusa? I think I can take the Wusa here, right? Okay, so... that. Well, it doesn't benefit me a lot, but it doesn't matter. Okay, that's fine. And speed over HP. So we do this. Pretty much guaranteed first turn. I mean, I guess it's possible I don't take first turn. At which point, should I just put her on a res build? Him, whatever, on a res build? Maybe. Yeah, let's do res. And then we'll go bio, speed over HP over res. How much res do we need? 416? Flat HP, that'll work. Oh, yeah, that'll work. Okay. So we're gonna go HP and then damage down water. Actually, damage down water, or I meant damage down wind, but damage down wind doesn't actually do anything here. If she gets the strip into the bomb, I'm pretty dead either way. So I think there's no real value in trying any kind of damage down, so I'm probably better off with damage up. So what would we damage up here? I guess the fire unit, right? Yeah. Yeah, minus wind does not work against the bomb. The bomb is pure damage. Yeah, let's try this. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's good. Okay. You know what? If that thing gets oblivioned, I don't think she gets to turn back. I didn't even think of that. Well, too late now. Okay. I mean, we're just trolling anyway. That is not a comp I recommend anybody build, by the way. Just throwing that out there. I do not recommend that, even if you randomly have Sylvia and Liliana. I certainly do not recommend building that comp. All right. You missed it, Tyler. That was the last attack. All I did like 6 Marys. I did like 6 Marys of Sonya. It was just like I just spammed cleaves basically because we're on stream. I can't really show a lot of like internal counters. I can't show a lot of builds and stuff. So just had fun. Just had fun with it instead. Come on, we want LD scrolls. I got an LD blessing. We want LD scrolls. We're not getting LD scrolls. Okay. All right, and then we finished up here as well, right? All right. So then that's it. Oh wait, I might be able to. Let's see here. Do we have enough? No, we don't. Okay. Is this done? Maybe get some scrolls from here. Okay. That's not a scroll. Now we got 2 scrolls. Okay. All right, we want LD scrolls. That would be sick to pop an LD blessing on stream. But first, we actually have to get a nat 5 to feed it for scrolls. We didn't do it. Unsuccessful. All right, so guys, it is finally time for the reapps as advertised. Took us an hour to get there, but we are going to do some reapps. So we just need to clear this out. Unfortunately, because I'm on Mumu Player, I have to close this. And then that should bring this other window up. And now I can reopen my game on the other window. Kind of annoying. All right, guys, so we are finally starting the reapps. We are gonna have 250, we're not reapping that rune, I'm just showing 253 reapps. There's also a bunch of ancient reapps. Now, I'll give you the rules that I was given for today because Arthrex has gone to sleep already. He is EU. I think he got like 3 hours sleep. He got up just long enough that I could get logged in and then went back to sleep. So, let me just get my auto farm started. That's fine, I'll do that. So here's the deal, guys. Arthrex is looking first and foremost for siege runes. Here we go. All right, so reapp goals. These are our re-up goals today. We're trying to improve siege depth, So for those of you who are particularly on Twitch, where reapps are often about chasing RTA, we're going to be treating this a little bit differently. We're not just straight speed chasing. We're not trying to take like the best innates to make them the craziest runes ever. We're trying to get a plurality of rune improvement. Now the focus is going to be slots 2, 4, 6, as most of us are. He is definitely more in need in those slots. And then we will hit various rune sets. We're not limited to Bio, although we're going to start with Bio. So Arthrex has gone through and marked a lot of his preferred reapp targets to begin with. We're going to follow his marked reapp targets, and then if we run out of targets, we will go ahead and start doing our own. You'll see some of these innates are a little bit weaker, and that's because the focus here is on slots 2, 4, 6. So even though there's a weaker innate, all we want to do is just make the rune usable. We do have 250 reapps. As soon as the rune is usable, I'm going to keep it, and then I'm going to move on to the next rune. That almost could have been usable. Almost could have been. That is almost usable right there. Not quite, but almost. Man, that's pretty ugly. All right, so that was 4 on a bad innate already. We're gonna swap over to this one. Let's get that pop-up is gonna overwhelm. Wow, okay, we're off to a rough start here. But that's okay, because you get on those stretches where you hit like 5 good reapps in a row, and all of a sudden everything just turns around. Right side was actually a little better right there. Quad, we got a quad. Anybody want a quad flat attack? All right, let's try a different round. Okay, much better innate target. This one we can hammer into a little bit more. So what? This is just like super low rolls, yeah? Yeah, it's like a double into accuracy is what he's got here. That's unfortunate. Because the rolls themselves, like the stat allocation was not bad. It's just a little bit too low. All right, that is actually keepable in my opinion. So if you look at this, that is maybe a little bit more RTA leaning, but not completely. This is an OP Diana rune. It is also OP for any monster that's built like with Leo or that has crazy high base speed. Realistically, if you needed some speed on it, you can gem the defense off for speed and you would be fine there as well for a lot of the monsters that would use this build. We are not, so it's a triple on crit damage. Max triple crit damage is 28, but because of the lower roll range, that's actually a relatively high triple. And then we've got good roll on crit rate and attack. So this is actually, to me, a very solid, easy keeper. All right, we're going to wind up doing all of the no innates at some point. That's interesting. So he's got this marked as a target, and it's not exactly the same as the one we just went past though, because the other one had 11 crit rate. That does, the synergy of that other one does make it a lot better. This is a fairly high triple and then lowish 6s into the attack. We just rolled a better we just reapped a better version of this rune though. So I can see going with this because we just reapped a better version of it. But I honestly, bro, I keep this. Like, even on my account, I keep this. There's a lot of utility in this rune. So I am going to just leave this one marked re-up for him. Actually, I don't really, he can certainly come back and re-up it himself, but I feel like that's a usable rune. Not an OP rune by any means, but a usable one. All right, so this 2 in attack, 1 in crit rate, 1 in speed. The resistance you can gem out. Since it's no innate, we're pretty much done. You just gem defense onto this rune. It's not like the craziest rune ever, but for a no innate, non-premium target, I will take that 1 and done all day long. All right. That is pretty shitty for an accuracy rune. If that were like a different rune, that would have been pretty nice. But as an accuracy rune, that's pretty bad. All right. That is just not. That is like. That is not a good accuracy rune. That is a good rune, but that is not a good accuracy rune. All right. Well, since offensive stats are coming up right now, let's go find an attack rune to re-up. That's I think the way to go. If it wants to give it's giving us crit rate, crit damage stuff on like every phrase. So of course, yeah, you give us 23 HP. Why not? Why not? Comp to us does not want to cooperate. That was a nice start to a shitty finish. Bro, what have we had? We had, I mean, one really good re-up, but oh. So this actually is a keeper. It's not really what you're like hoping to see, but there are a couple of monsters that don't dislike this rune. It's a moderately low triple on resistance, but not super low because the roll range on resistance is 4 to 8, right? So it's that much harder to get like the full 32 there. Min roll triple on this is 16. So the midpoint is 24. There's actually one res over midpoint. It's max on HP, mids on speed. You can gem the crit rate out here for defense, or you could actually keep the crit rate. Only a couple of monsters that actually would want this rune. Basically, Xingzei and Tessarian are the two that come to mind. But because we are focused on siege, Tessarian in particular, this is a really strong option for Tessarian. So for that reason, we're going to keep it. Generally speaking, you don't love to see resistance on attack runes, and I think if we got a second rune like this, I would re-up one of those two. But when it's just the one, it does make sense to me to keep. All right. So far, oh, that's interesting. I was like uber efficient, but gemmed in speed and the attack percent is like not super. This to me is like a probably still a re-up target, but it's defense percent. I feel like that one's honestly still a re-up target, but we'll roll off it for now and we'll see if it's something I'm pretty sure we're gonna run out of re-up targets, but then again, okay, finally. No, not really. Why am I saying finally? Like the crit damage is kind of a dead stat here on the accuracy rune, but who uses like speed crit rate accuracy? There are some monsters. The Liliana I just used, honestly. Like the Liliana I just used in the last siege attack, that was speed crit rate accuracy, but then she's the worst LD5 in the game, so what that's saying. Either way, this is like stupid high efficiency. Like you're 2 speed off max, 1 defense off max, and 2 crit damage off max. The downside here is that you cannot actually quad grind, and you're probably going to swap the defense for HP. But the upside is the efficiency on this is like 120+%. Ethna, I could see this on a Vio Ethna. It's probably, yeah, I could see this on a Vio Ethna, to be fair. That makes sense to me. I could see using that on a Vio Ethna. I don't know though. I think you're gonna use attack on a. I'm like stretching. You're gonna use attack on a. On a slot 6 would be attack on Ethna. All right. The resistance here is kind of a dead stat, but it's double 1/1. Man, these are like not really doing it for us. These are definitely not what we're looking for here. It's like we've actually had some reasonably efficient re-ups so far, but not with synergy. I tell you, the right side's better, but it doesn't matter because they're both bad. We're not getting the high rolls, but the biggest thing is we're just really not getting synergy at all. I thought that said speed 20 for a second. The math doesn't even add up there because you already had 3 rolls dead. All right. You know what? Let's go to a different. We're gonna go to Will because we were gonna be bouncing around different rune sets anyway. So when things are running bad, I like to change it up. Let's try a different rune set and kind of switch over to Will for a bit. Too many accuracy runes. We need some HP. Yeah, here we go. 2/1/1. Okay. This is a little bit on the weak side of a re-up target with no innate. Like it's already pretty decent, but it is low rolls. It's low rolls on the speed, but it's a little bit of a weak weak reap target, to be honest. Like, when I say weak reap target, like it's kind of borderline keep, because I could see reapping, I could see getting this on a reap and then just keeping it. Yeah, a lot of the targets he's identified would not necessarily be my first choices for targets, to be honest. 1-1-1, yeah. This is not bad here, but it's missing a roll. This is better. Yeah, left side's better. All right, maybe we got some speed runes here. Oh, you know what? I see this. Why don't we get some farming going here? Let's get some farming going. Try that. We're gonna do an ancient. Oh. I mean, that's actually a pretty OP Tessarian rune, to be honest. That's a near max double. That's over a max roll. This is a little on the low side, but that, like, obviously on your speed runes, you prefer grindable, but for a one and done on an ancient rune, that is honestly pretty bonkers. I have no problems with that. It's, you know, it's kind of like, I wish it was triple grindable, obviously, but it was still. Yeah, left side's better. It doesn't really matter because we're re-upping it still, but left side's a little better. All right, right side's better. Ooh, actually not really. That's a quad. It's a baby. I mean, you keep it because it's, you know, it's 38 defense. You keep it. It's a baby quad, but a quad's a quad, and that's surely going to be his highest defense slot too. And it is triple grindable also, so it's still going to clear well over 100% efficiency. And with no innate, that was probably about... See, now this is actually not a quad, and this one has the same 28 on the triple, but the difference is this is not exactly triple grindable, but I feel like this... all right, first of all, I feel like... bear with me just a moment, guys. Let me... I hear the puppy barking. Actually, no, I think my wife got it. Okay. All right. Let's see what our highest attack slot 2 is. It's that one pre-grind. This is a hero rune that is literally better. This is actually the hero rune's actually a better version of this rune. Well, not really, because you would gem the HP in here over probably the accuracy, but it's the mineral. This is rough, man. I actually, since he's already got a hero rune that's a better version of this, I think you can keep going. Like, if he didn't have the other hero rune, I would have kept it because it's highest in slot, but the 1% doesn't change anything, that really. And this is a pretty rough rune. All right, that is double, kind of low doubles, but for no innate, we'll take that. That's actually quad grindable because you can gem the flat defense of like flat HP or something. This will get to around like, I don't know, I'm gonna guess 105 to 110. Because I would gem the flat defense probably into flat. Actually, with this stat mix, I probably go like crit rate here, to be honest. So you would have, what, 26 and 25 is 51, 15, 66. 8 times 8 is 64. So you get just over 8 rolls there and a roll there. So it's about 104% efficient rune. Not exactly OP, but the triple grindable, I mean, it's good enough for being no innate. I don't think we take that anymore, basically. And then, let's see here. So bring this back out like this. All right, much more premium reamp target. Is it though? Is it really though? Yeah, so it's 2 and 2. Yeah, it's 2 and 2. Why is this marked as a reamp target, man? You gem attack percent over the defense and call it a day on this one. I mean, yeah, it's somewhat low rolls. Okay, this music is not. This one's not good. That song's not good. So yeah, this is somewhat low rolls, but the stat synergy here, I don't really see that as a re-up target. I mean, I guess it doesn't mix well with the resistance. But yeah, I don't think I re-up that one. So we'll leave that one for him if he'd like to re-up it. Certainly, I won't unmark it, but I don't think I would re-up that one. Speed. Okay, so this is solid. We got 1, 2, and 1. Slightly low rolls, but the good speed, good stats synergy, triple grindable, so we can hold on to that one. So far, I feel like the best re-up was actually that ancient that was one and done. Yeah, we had the one quad defense, but it was super low quad, and it's been kind of a slow start, to be honest. Nothing too crazy yet. Nothing like super memorable. I mean, we've done a handful of runes. It's not like we put 50 re-ups into one rune, but nothing like super memorable yet, for sure. That's a little better. Triple in one. Gem in. Yeah, I think I wish it didn't have resistance here, but I mean, you gem in the defense and it's not great stat synergy. It's still not great stat synergy, but it is efficient. And it is no innate. So with no innate, you're always going to have a much lower standard on what you accept. This is a really solid Vigor Diana style rune. This is another one. I don't see this as a re-up. You got 2, 1, and 1. This is super efficient. I don't really see that one as a re-up. So I think that's what I'm going to do. If I don't think it's a re-up, I'm just going to move past it. I'll leave it for him, and he can certainly re-up them again. Maybe we'll leave like 30 or 40 re-ups at the end, so that if he wants to cycle through some of the ones he marked, he can. If he wants to cycle through the ones he marked that I'm not hitting, that way he still has some re-ups left to do it. It doesn't really matter, both sides are bad. Bro, like, we're ready for a reasonable re-up comp to us. This is like I'm re-upping on my own account, not re-upping on stream. Normally when I re-up on stream, things go a lot better than this. This is what it looks like when I re-up on my account. 1, 1, and 1. So it's a double 4 into accuracy, basically. Better stat synergy than the other side. Or actually, no, it's a roll into defense. It's 1, 1, 1, 1. One roll into each. Once again, with the resistance. And this one's honestly a lot harder to make a case for even keeping. High double, mid double, triple grindable. You have to gem in speed. It's going to be slow. Will slot 2 attack. We'll leave it marked re-up, and we're just going to try and change things up again. Let's see. We'll go up here. No, he said don't do 1, 3, 5. Right. So, all right. Let's try crit damage route. Something new. Something new to change it up. I guess 16 crit rate was probably better on the... Well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, this is pretty usable. So you got 2 there, 2 there. You gem in the attack with the crit rate. You got good stat synergy. We're missing just the defense. That's the preferred. That one's solid. Again, it's not like, wow, we're not going to remember that re-app for the rest of our lives, but it was pretty solid. So this is a triple on defense, but it looks like a double. And yeah, so we're missing a full roll here. Rhino with the raid. Oh, we actually probably got to give Rhino a few seconds to get through the intro. Oh no, I see the message. All right, Rhino with the raid. Rhino, bro, thank you very much for the raid, man. I appreciate it. Vibrant SW. So I am re-apping based on how he requested I re-app, and we probably will re-app some defense innate runes. To believe it. Well, I'm sure you do believe it. You went to Vast, but. Yeah, so he has actually said focus all on 246. Doesn't care if there are premium innates or not, as long as they are Ooh, hey! There we go. That's all we needed was a raid, and never mind, we're on slot 4. Freaking useless crit rate on slot 4. I'm looking up at chat, and I forgot that we switched to slot 4. That's a total garbage rune. That is a legit garbage rune. There's like zero use case for that rune. All right, we'll just leave that marked re-up and we'll go to something else. Because that was a bunch of re-ups into that rune already. Yeah, so for those of you who just came in on the raid, this re-up's for Arthrex. He did actually mark a bunch of targets in advance. So we're starting on the targets that he marked, and then if we run out of targets, we will swing through and see if we can find some more. But the way this has been going so far, we are not looking like we're going to run out of targets. This has been a really, really rough session to start so far. Probably one of the rougher re-up sessions I remember doing on stream, but of course we all know that can change. In just 2 or 3 re-ups in a row, you get going on a run, all of a sudden you go from bad to good. But this has been kind of a rough start, and I'm kind of bouncing around runes, just trying to like randomly change up RNG right now or something. Even the runes we've kept have been like not wow. Most of them. We had like 2 kind of good ones, but yeah. See, this is, again, talk about not wow. Like, I'm gonna keep this because it's a quad, but it's a Vio 6 accuracy with 2 flats that are gonna get grinded. He's gonna gem in speed, and then we're gonna have 2 flats. Like, yeah, what are you gonna do with this? It's 0 speed Ciara? I mean, like, he doesn't. So the thing is, the goal is to increase siege depth right now. At best case scenario, I could see this as maybe like a Leo in RTA, because you don't run Vio, Leo, and Siege. So the best use case scenario I can think of for this is like an RTA Leo. I can't really think of any other monster ever that would use this. But at the same time, you don't re-up quads. So it's a trash rune, which sucks because it's probably his best remaining target. But you don't re-up quads. So we'll leave that one. All right. A lot of these runes we've actually hit once or twice here, and they're just like kind of, they're not like my first choice for targets, so we keep like just stopping on them, but let's see if we can get something. Well, yeah, triple flat HP. This actually is a keep, right? 1, 2, and 1. No, yeah, 1, 2, and 1. Kind of low rolls, but since it's attack innate, you're gonna gem in the speed, and this is pretty much a keep right here. Again, nothing like super wow, but to be fair, when you start by re-apping attack innate, you're not gonna finish with anything super wow. Just to be fair. Oops. What up, Rage Star, by the way? Kind of want to keep it. I won't. But with the no innate, pretty weak. All right. Let me go back over and review the instructions. So it's Despair Will. So it's Vio, Despair Will, and to a lesser degree Destroy, Nemesis, and Swift for siege purposes. Let's see. What do we have marked as re-up on Swift? We're not going to re-up this rune. I'll just throw that out there right now. This is speed chasing. This is the type of rune I would only re-up if we're on a roll. This HP, we're not going to re-up. Defense, we're not going to re-up. So there's no attacks there, so we're not going to do any of those. Crit damage, no innate, or attack with innate. So this is just straight speed chase on the attack. Crit damage, though, it's not full speed chase. We can keep it if we basically get, but it's kind of like we need a better version of what we have already, because you need crit rate, attack, and speed. You need those 3 stats, but then you just need to move the roll from HP into one of them. It's not a full speed chase, and I just want, okay, well, Swift Copper, anyone? I think we do take it, though. It is a speed up for him, and I know that he needs faster runes, so I think we take it. You can at least gem the attack over accuracy, so you do wind up with a little bit of crit rate, speed, and attack. And you can build an OP Swift Copper. All right, speed rune maybe? Do we have a speed slot 2? Yeah, here we go. I also don't mind re-upping that attack slot 2, to be honest. Ooh, that's not even... That's +3. No wonder it had no stats. Okay, now we can re-up. That's actually a keep for me. It's a low triple, but Swift Slot 2 with high accuracy, that is definitely a keep. That can be really useful for a lot of different builds. And then, of course, it's triple grindable. Swift, you generally don't care about efficiency, but it is nice to have it. Like you don't actively try not to have efficiency. You just don't seek it when it comes to Swift. So I am very comfortable keeping that Rune as a one and done. I'm still not comfortable re-upping this one. I know he marked it, but I feel like that's a keep. This one, I mean, let's try 2 on it right now. Defense, slot 2 defense with no innate. Yep, that's good. I am happy with that. It's 2 and really. But I mean, it's defense, no innate. It's better than it was. I'm not gonna chase re-apps onto that one for right now. We'll see what we have in terms of the targets that he did not mark. That one is actually pretty nice. That, especially for being no innate, that's really nice. Double attack. I mean, I kind of wish like the attack rolls were up here, but for being no innate, that is definitely good enough. Hey, so we might have finally gotten on a little bit of a roll. This one I also said I didn't want to re-app. This one, let's see here. It's not rolled, right? Yeah, that's not rolled. Okay. Hey guys, we got a nice re-up. All we had to do was roll it instead. That Rune is freaking... The best Rune we've gotten so far was rolled. Literally the best freaking Rune we've gotten so far, we rolled it instead of re-apping it. Oh man. All right. Well, cool. We're good. That one's good. Just jamming some speed and you're good to go. That's actually not a low quad. So min quad here is 20. Max quad is 40. So a mid quad is 30. Anytime you get 33 or higher, you're good because it's higher than a max triple is. So I mean, you always want more. Obviously, you always want more. But 33 is a solid quad. It's over mid. And it's better than you can get off a max triple. And the fact that it's triple grindable is pretty nice. Oh, stop. Have we been through all these yet? We haven't done this one. Okay. We're actually finally on a roll. I mean, there you go. We're on a roll. I mean, the resistance here sucks. Not gonna lie. I probably will re-app that Rune again later, but it did get better. Let's see what we got on. We had a couple of accuracy runes here, right? Have this garbage attack. Okay, so we're finally on a roll. Let's just cycle through some stuff and then we can go back for the stuff that's kind of borderline. Like that last Rune with the resistance, kind of but this is also kind of yeah. 1-1. Okay. But this is actually pretty freaking OP. This we will take all day long. It's a roll, guys. We're actually starting to get stuff. We are finally starting to. It is literally the same thing as that Rune just came a minute ago. And then these are both defense, right? Okay. And then this is like almost all. Hey, we got a crit damage. I forgot about this one. 16 speed, 16 attack. Why are we re-apping this again? Because it's missing a roll. Good stat mix, but it's missing a roll. Tyler, that's what she said, man. Yeah, that Rune for being no innate. That Rune was what? All right, that's like our third non-speed quad. We've had 2 quad defenses and a quad, or no, is that our fourth? It's our third. No, we had a quad attack, like a really low quad attack, 2 quad defenses and a quad HP, but 3 of them were on shit runes. And this is like really depressing because you're basically gonna have to gem attack over resistance and grind the flat. But you can't. I mean, you're not gonna give up 42% HP. You're not gonna give up 42% HP, but I sure wish it was like just a little bit better. Yeah, but I mean, it looks like max hero, but even rolling a max hero is still like 10,000 to 1 or something. So, hey, thank you for the grats, man. I appreciate it. It's actually a little better. I really don't love the idea of re-apping defense slot 4. I mean, he hasn't marked, but I don't feel like this is where we want to put a lot of our re-apps. You're not going to get, there's not that much use case for it. There is some. I mean, you use some, but there's just not that much use case for it. So we're gonna move on from that. That was enough. It's another defense 4. At least we're changing runes. Okay. That is our highest efficiency reapp in relation to slot of the day. We had 1 or 2 other super high efficiency ones, but they were like slots. They were slot 6s that could have been quad grinded. So this is max triple grind, and this is actually pretty freaking bonkers. 1 off max, 1 off max, 2 off max. This is like 115 plus. With the speed, this is actually arguably our best reapp of the day. Not accounting for the fact that it's defense 4, so you're not as excited about it, but in terms of just like the pure raw stats that you got, that was one of the best reaps. All right, this is an OP reap target. How did we miss this on the first time through? Yeah, exactly. Gem the flat defense. I think it was into attack percent. All right, this is pretty OP. Yeah, this is super OP again. So this is 2 off max, 3 off max, 1 off max. Super OP right there. The rush is real, guys. Like all of that early slow ass start, it just got made up for in like the last 15 reaps. I haven't even kept track, but we just like, it was like 15 runes and 20 reaps or something crazy. What up, Tyler? Oh, I already said what up, actually. All right, so 1, 1, 1. Yeah, it's definitely missing a lot of stats. Yeah, it did take like literally 100 reaps to get rolling, but I would love to know. So I generally look for, like on my own account or if I reap for people off stream and stuff, the general rule of thumb is 5 to 6 reaps to get something good. Not always OP, but like 5 to 6 after 5 or 6 reaps, I would expect to have a usable rune and be able to move to the next target. We also have done a bunch of stuff with no innate. It's kind of too low. So I wonder how many runes we've actually like processed. Because we should have, in theory, at that 5 to 6 rate, we've done 115 reaps. So we should have gotten about 20. I'm curious if he had stuff marked beforehand. I've been marking it 3, right? There's 15 bios, but I don't know if we did all of these. Let's see, are these all legend and 8? Looks like actually we might have done. No, we didn't do that one for sure. I feel like we might have done, and we didn't do that one. So I think we did 13 of these. Which one? This one? Yeah, we did that for sure. We did that. We did that. Yeah, so we've done 13, and then we've done some wills as well. A bunch of these. Let's see. So 3, 6. We didn't do that. Oh, and we did this one as well. So 7. We did 7 will slot 2s. These were all us. So we're at 20. Exactly 20. So if you call if re-ups have rates, we're basically back on rate. Oh, I forgot to mark this. Oh no, never mind. That's because we're on mark 3. Yeah, so if re-ups have rates, we're back on rate. I've gotten a few Rage Star, to be honest, I've gotten more on my account than on stream, which is kind of unusual for a lot of this type of stuff. Man, I do not want to re-up this one. HP innate on a Vio rune? Arthrex, bro, you're killing me, man. As a double into AC and a double into crit damage, yes, they're low doubles, but I think you just gem crit rate into defense and call this a day, because what are we actually trying to get that's going to be better than this? I mean, high offense, maybe? Like, yeah, I don't know what the HP innate makes this a little too hard to, I think, get anything. Yeah. That's another one. I'm just not going to re-app it. I'll leave some, we'll leave some re-apps for him at the end, I guess. All right, this, let's see, 111. So this is missing a roll. That's why he's got this mark. This one makes sense. Actually, oh, I can't switch windows. I would show you. Oh, well, you know what? So Rage Star, you're on Twitch side, so you didn't see the thumbnail. On the thumbnail, on the YouTube side, there is a 32 speed bio rune that I actually just re-apped about a week ago. Huge, it was huge for me. It sped up almost every one of my sets because slot 5 was my slowest set. And then on top of that, it was on top of that, it was quad grindable. It's like 100. It's like my highest efficiency rune, and it's my fastest slot 5. So it's freaking insane rune. So that's the rune I have on the thumbnail. That one was actually a re-app, and that was from a single re-app. I forget where I got the re-app. It dropped on some event or something. I threw one re-app into it, and it was a one and done. Oh, speaking of, that's not one and done, but that's a freaking monster right there. Dude, that one is sick. Yeah, I know you're missing. A lot of you guys are probably going to scream at me that it's missing roll effectively because it's missing 5 HP into attack. But mathematically, max rolls are not possible. This is quad grindable with 37% HP. And because you do have the ability to put flat HP over crit damage, which is what I would do, this is basically a 47% HP speed rune. So I would personally put this here because of the synergy that it has with the moderately high triple there. So I would just drop a legend on there. I would put that there, and you're looking at basically a 47% HP speed rune. And then you even get the flat defense to go with it. Obviously, defense percent would be nicer, but still, that rune's freaking insane for siege purposes. And that was the stated goal, was to improve siege. Amazing for both siege offense and siege defense. That seems discombobulated. Double attack, double crit damage on a slot 2 HP rune. It is triple grindable. It has no innate. It does have use cases. They're kind of limited, but like immediately I can think of Diana. I can think of Vigor, and other like HP scale monsters with high base speed. It's not a great rune, especially because no crit rates. You would run like an HP crit rate HP build. Little slow for not running a slot 2, but it does have no innate. I feel like at a minimum, like we might come back to it, but I think at a minimum, we probably don't re-up that further at the moment. All right, so this is a triple with a roll into HP. I feel like he just must have misclicked this because there's no way we're re-upping this. This 23, 24 speed. He's got to roll into HP. I mean, yeah, the rolls are a little low, but again, mathematically, no rune ever gets max rolls. Like, I can tell you, like, the highest rune on my account is the one on the thumbnail. That's like 127% efficiency. A true max rune is like 130%, 137%, 141, something around there. So, yeah, this is missing some stats, but it's triple grindable, great synergy. It's an OP rune. We're not going to hit that one, and we're not going to let him hit it either. I just remarked it. So I'm honestly thinking he probably just misclicked on that one. All right, for a no innate one and done, that's freaking OP. Gem in the speed, triple grindable. Not a lot of use cases, and there was not a lot of use cases for that rune to begin with. So this one right here, 111. Yeah, I think I forget why we moved on from this one. All right, that's solid. That is quite solid. See, that's a much better version of the rune that we just went past, because now you could regem over the crit rate. All your rolls are down here. Slightly low on the crit down, slightly low on these rolls, but still, that's 110% rune. Very solid. Not crazy. Definitely not crazy, but usable. Very efficient. Oh, we'll take that as a variety rune. This is good for like a 239 Fang build, maybe. I mean, Fang, you don't really worry about accuracy much anymore. And Fang would want. It's not really a Fang rune. Maybe a Mainon. Maybe like a 239 Mainon build. I could see this on a 239 Mainon. Dusa, what's going on, man? So it's been a mixed bag. We started super slow. I mean, super brutally slow. And then we had a run of about 10 reapps in the middle, where it just like basically hit big reapp after big reapp after big reapp. And then we've slowed down a bit again. I mean, we're generally, so the Arthrex's goal from this session was to increase his siege depth. And we're generally doing that. We haven't gotten a whole lot of like crazy stuff yet. We've gotten a bunch of quads, but they were like not quad speed, they were quad attack, HP, and defense. Kind of awkward stats to go with them, like not super efficient runes. Let me make sure I'm making the wrong decision on this one because I'm distracted. Yeah, no, that's a triple into accuracy. Okay, let's throw that back to reap. I don't want to put more reaps into that right now though. All right. No, we're probably not going to do much swift speed chasing because we started off so slow. And, you know, I always prefer to save speed chasing to the end. He did tell me I could go through all the reaps. He just wanted to burn everything. He wants to increase siege depth. But he gave me a list of rune sets. So Despair, Will, to a lesser degree, Destroy, Nemesis, and Swift. I think I have it in the pin. Yeah, I have it in the pin on YouTube side, actually. For some reason, it didn't want to pin on the Twitch side. Try it. Let me see if I can pin it one more. Try it one more time. Yeah, I don't know why it won't let me pin on Twitch side, but I think actually for a little variety, let's come over here. Let's see what we've got on the display stuff. And then keep in mind also, this is only what he marked as reap. There may still be more targets. Ooh, that is. It's not crazy good, but for like a damage Nana, there's a handful of builds that would definitely. This is almost like a siege defense rune because it's super efficient. Not really so much a siege offense rune. You don't really use a lot of Despair on offense anyway. But yeah, this is a decent siege defense rune. You know, triple grindable, pretty efficient. The resistance is kind of a dead stat, but that was always going to be the case. I could see this maybe being Juno, like a two. One of those Junos that you build to 4-tick with speed buffs, so they're right around 252. But either way, I mean, super efficient, so we hang on to it. Jared, actually, that was the very first video I ever did was a shortcut for doing efficiency formula in your head. I know a lot about efficiency just because that's been kind of like my shtick for a long time, and the way I've talked about it, the way I describe it has evolved a lot over the years. I think I describe it a lot better now, which would be that efficiency is a factor. It's not the only factor. When you're evaluating a rune, the single most important thing would always be a quad. After that, or I should say the single most important thing would be that if it's got the highest stat in slot. So for example, if you have slot 5 and you roll 24 attack, but that's the highest attack rune you have, even though that number is low, you keep it because it's your highest in slot. So you always want to keep your 2 or 3 or 4 highest in slot of any given stat on any given rune for the most part. And then efficiency matters more for some sets than others. Vile, Will runes, they care a lot about efficiency. Swift only cares about damage. Rage only cares about damage. Swift only cares about speed and damage. Rage only cares about damage, period. So it does vary a lot based on slot, rune type, and so forth. But efficiency is one factor. And the best way to describe efficiency is it's a measurement of how many stats a rune has, but it is not a measurement of how good or how synergized those stats are. For example, this is a very inefficient rune. Thank you for demonstrating my point here, Comtuous. I could not have imagined Comtuous doing a better job than that. This is a super inefficient rune. On a slot where you could have 4 grinds, it's only going to get 2. Technically 3, but one's a flat stat. The rolls on speed are a little on the low side, and yet it is still 23 speed with 11 crit rate, the 2 most important slot stats for a slot 4 crit damage rune. And we can gem in attack or HP. So this is a really good rune, even though the efficiency is low. Man, never had Comtuous like demonstrate my point that well before. But yeah, overall, I think that's the thing is you just want to always you want to take efficiency into consideration as one of many factors, but not the only factor. This rune right here is actually pretty efficient. It's also got great synergy with the 8s. It's 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. But the crit damage, 2 off max roll, the defense, 6 off max roll, actually. Still relatively efficient rune. The downside to this is there are very, very few monsters that want a speed slot 2 Despair with really high crit damage. The only one I can think of off the top of my head is Chung Pung, maybe it's Chung Pung. Like I can't think of it. And then he doesn't really want the defense. He'd rather have the rolls and attack. He'd rather have the crit rate on here, but he does like the accuracy and the. I mean, can't really think of another monster that would want this rune, to be honest. But because there is a use case for it, and because it's despair, I honestly want to keep reapping this. Belinus wants attack. Modern Belinus wants attack. Dark Siri wants attack and HP. Like, very few monsters want defense. It's the defense that kills it more than the crit damage. If the defense rolls were attack, this would be such a better rune. I actually think you keep reapping this. His defense base and stats, but his damage, unlike his brothers, his damage scales on attack. He doesn't do defense scale damage. So since he's usually built as kind of like a wipe out your team snipe unit style monster, he tends to be built higher on attack. I really feel like you just keep reapping this, honestly. It's because it's not crazy efficient. It's the 8, I mean the max rolls here make it look really good. But you can regem the attack higher, yeah, but then you don't have crit rate. I feel like here I kind of want to put, see the thing is I want to put crit rate on this rune, but there's nowhere to put it because you would ordinarily just put it over defense. You're not going to really put it over either attack or HP. We'll go to this rune for a second. I don't know what we're re-upping a defense slot 2 for, but it's what we've got marked. So we will take the first thing that's usable here and we'll think about that speed rune later. This is actually a great Artemil rune. I'd rather have the attack roll into HP, but otherwise it's a great Artemil rune. Either way, it's super efficient, and for a rune that doesn't have a really high use case, I'm happy enough with that. Slightly better just because of speed, but not super good. Are we back in a dry spell? We might be back in a dry spell. Nope, we are not in a dry spell. We are definitely not in a dry spell. That works for me. That is actually very sexy. That is nice. That is a really nice slot 2. Slot 2 despair. HP. Gotta put it in context, right? Let's see. So this one, yeah, this is definitely a reap target. I can see this. You know what? I didn't, we gotta think about it like once it's, so what we mark it 3? It was this one. No, it was this one? Yeah, it's this one. You're 1 off on defense, 2 off on attack, and then yeah, you get to regen the accuracy. So this is pretty close to max efficiency because you're going to regen the AC into, I don't know if you go high, I think you probably just go higher AC here. You could also go you could go flat HP or you could go higher AC. I think they both make sense depending on the use case. Nice thing is you can change it back and forth. It's one of those runes where it's like, because you're not gemming in the defense or the attack or whatever, you can just keep changing it back and forth and tailor it to the monster you're using it on. So I think there's good use cases for both. I probably would go flat HP most of the time, but yeah, definitely use cases for both. So either way, you're going to get a roll and a half here, basically, about a roll and a half. Yeah, this is like solid 120 plus efficient rune. That's one of our biggest runes of the day. It's not quite as exciting because it's HP slot 2, so it's a slightly lower use case, but it's still one of the biggest runes. It's maybe the second highest efficiency rune of the day. I think it's the second highest of the day. Oh, that is actually awkward but sexy. It has the 2 stats that we care about. For a slot 4 crit rate, the 2 stats we care about most are speed and HP. Double in speed, double in HP. You make it work from here. I sure wish that one of these was grindable so that we can make quad grindable. I think you're probably going to gem over the accuracy here and just drop an attack percent. And then you keep the flat attack. I could make a case to keep the accuracy though, to be honest. Because like when you grind the flat attack, you're really only going to be at around 40. That's basically 5-6%. So, you know, if the accuracy roll was higher, it would be really easy for me to say gem this out. The min roll on accuracy sucks. You're giving up like 2% efficiency, give or take, by gemming out the accuracy instead of the attack. But I think in terms of synergy, monsters that use slot 4 crit rate will runes tend to want accuracy more than they want flat attack. I would say that the majority of the monsters using this, you get like your Prahas, your Oracle type stuff. Obviously, Ciara would want attack percent, but yeah, I think I would probably gem over the flat attack personally. Yeah, no, that is a monster reap. Any way you split it, like that's just great stat synergy. So that was another example. There you go, Jared. Another example of like a rune that not super efficient, not like the highest efficiency you have, but it just fits together so well that you get excited about it. What up, Elder? How you doing, man? Dude, I actually just double checked to make sure it was legend. That is so low. I actually for a second thought I was like not reapping legend. Bro, congrats on the 10-0, man. So we got 2-1-1 here. These are low rolls, but these are really good stats for a will crit damage rune. And equally important, there's no innate. So even though they're low rolls, we're gonna take it because we don't want to overhammer into that rune. We've got more, which is the exact same thing right next to it that we can do. This left side, by the way, these are also pretty decent roll. I mean, they're moderately high doubles, but the stats not quite as good as the one that we just came off of, and it is worth going a little bit further on the reaps on this one, I think. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Mid-ish triple, and then one roll into the accuracy. I think left side's better. You could gem the speed in here. It's just, if you're gonna keep a rune like this, because it's basically an efficient rune, right? So when you look at a rune like this, you're like, okay, that's just lots of efficiency. But the problem is this is lacking efficiency for the lots of efficiency because it does not have the innate, and you would have to keep the accuracy. And this is a slot that can be quad grinded. So it winds up being an inefficient efficiency rune. Like if there was a solid innate, or if I could quad grind it, then I would be so much more inclined to keep this rune, basically. So 1-1-2. The right side I definitely like a lot more. I don't love resistance on a crit damage slot 4. There's very few use cases for that because the monsters you build on resistance most of the time wind up on a crit rate rune. The biggest use case for this would be like a Helena, but then she doesn't want speed. You're not going to gem out, and she wants more HP. She wants crit rate. I don't really have a great use case for this coming to mind. Like, problem is to get something to enough crit rate. I guess like maybe a resistance Byung Chul. But then it's kind of like, well, you regem the HP. Maybe a resistance Byung Chul. That's probably all I can think about. What up, Heremost? So yeah, there should be like a little there should be like a little icon in the bar that allows you to redeem the crystals earning while on stream. I haven't used the bot in quite some time. I used to have like a separate currency thing with the bot. I did turn the bot back on for stream, so it should be monitoring and accruing points, but it's not programmed right now. But the Twitch points you should be able to redeem for emojis and so forth. And at some point, as I get more time again, I will probably start to reconfigure bot and things like that. But it's been challenging for me to find time to stream as it is. Yeah, I have no use. I mean, I have no use case for this, but it is ultra. Can you get it in the Summoners War account? That you cannot. I'm not partnered with Com2Us or anything like that. The people who can put crystals in your account are people that are partnered with Com2Us. I am not. I've only been streaming like once a month for the past year. All right. I think we keep this because it's no innate. I don't love the stat mix, but I think we do keep it just because it's no innate. All right. This is much more premium. Reap target. Let's go 28 speed on this one. 18. I mean, let's go 18 speed on this one. My bad. I misspoke. I meant to say 18. 18 speed with a double in defense and a little bit of accuracy or crit rate. Probably what sucks on this one, efficiency wise, you keep the crit rate, but it's a slot 4 HP, so you're going to keep the accuracy. This is pretty solid either way. To be honest, I think I actually gem flat HP over accuracy. I don't worry so much about the efficiency on this rune, but I make a great synergy. It's a super tank, super support rune. You get res and 8, 23 speed, 29 defense with flat attack over accuracy. That's a win. Especially because we're focused on siege. This is actually one of the better siege runes of the day. Definitely not our best re-up of the day, but one of the better siege runes of the day, which is, you know, Arthrex's ultimate quad. This is an unrolled rune again. Can we roll another quad? That would be kind of funny. Nope, we cannot. All right, can we re-up a quad? We'll take that instead. Hey, what is up with these resistances? Slot 4 attack with resistance has, I think, 0 use case, like an actual 0 use case. You would re-gem here, so this is really efficient, but Nikki, there you go. 1 use case, but it's LD5. Dominic doesn't care about resistance. Kinky? Okay, actually just talked myself into it with that one. I don't know if he has Kinky or not, but if he ever pulls a Kinky, he's going to want this rune because this is super efficient. When you re-gem the HP, yeah, okay, now we keep this. Nikki was, like, calling out Nikki was a lot more of a stretch, but the Kinky one makes a lot of sense. This song's alright. More resistance. Why always resistance? All day, all the time, resistance. Huh. Double. 18 crit rate on a crit damage rune. We keep it and make it work. It's not ideal. Because so many of the monsters that use slot 4 crit damage nowadays are monsters that like auto crit. Yeah, I'm actually dual streaming right now here most. I'm on YouTube as well, and then I haven't been real active in posting videos or streaming for the last year, but my YouTube channel is a lot larger than my Twitch stream channel. And I did actually post a video today, and I've got 2 more recorded, so hopefully I'll have 2 more up this week. Double here, max double here, which is nice. I don't think there's a ton of use cases for this, because then a lot of the other monsters too that might want this rune, like Theomars, but one big use case for this is to gem in attack instead of speed, and actually make it a PvE rune. And that is a pretty solid PvE rune. So I think we can keep this. Same deal. I mean, it's kind of, I don't know about, I mean, so Leo would not be on Will if he's on a damage build. The only time Leo would use Will is if he's on like a double Will build, and when he's on double Will, then he's usually not going to be on damage. But I could see this being Vigor again. I mean, Vigor's not super in the meta, but he could come back. But I could see this being Vigor. I mean, it's like ultra efficient for Vigor, and Vigor doesn't need the speed because of the 115 base. So the fact is that they could bring in other Vigors as well, right? Like, you think of Vigor because he was so big in the meta for so long, but there are plenty of other monsters that would work as well. Yeah, I'm fine with keeping that one. Heremost, I have not actually done like account reviews in quite some time. Unfortunately, I would not be able to today, just because it's actually going to be a pretty long stream. We had a lot of reapps. I also did some Siege and RTA at the start. Kind of going back to that same thing as far as time goes, I do hope at some point that I'll get time to do more streams, and then I'll probably try and go back to doing like a community help where I can try and help people's accounts directly through stream. But unfortunately today I just wouldn't be able to. Hey! It's not technically a quad, it's just ugly. Oh man, I don't want to keep putting into these defense rooms. It's mostly what we got left though. Alright, this is 1, 1, and 1. Yeah, we can do this. That's fine. I like the left side more. I do like the left side more. I also have I'm fairly sure I do account services. If you actually see the website, figure that way, right? If you actually see the website, I do account services. You can feel free to message me in Discord. I'd be happy to schedule something with you. I might not have anything available for the next week or two, but I definitely would be happy to schedule something with you and help you out if you're interested. All right, this is not a PvE build. All right, I thought he might be on a PvE team, but definitely not. My rate is 50 an hour. Oh. Oops. No, it would be for that's the guild thing. That's been driving me nuts. It would be for Light Beast. But I'm saying it's not a PvE build because it's missing accuracy and artifact. It doesn't need accuracy for Light Beast, but the artifact definitely does. So I don't think it's a PvE build. However, it's also not hitting, so there's that. And we're not keeping 19 resistance there. All right, we're gonna move to another room because that was too many into that one room. We can make this usable. Freaking hate that, man. That is literally useless. Literally useless. You could do like a damage Bio Will Me Yang. Not a damage, like a freaking max triple with attack. I have no idea. Like a triple HP Mi Yang with crit damage sub? How could you possibly? You would never build Mi Yang really that slow? It's not even quad rage star, it's triple. It's a triple. It is a max triple. I don't actually know if in all the time I've been playing Summoners War, I've ever seen a max triple. On crit damage. Like it's a roll range of 4, so a max triple on crit damage is actually harder to get than like a max triple on speed, which has a roll range of 3. I don't want to re-app this, especially with no innate. I don't want to re-app this. I don't believe he will ever use this. I truly do not believe he will ever use it, but I don't think I can bring myself to re-app that. I've literally never seen a max triple crit damage on any rune, ever. And there are monsters with auto crit that HP scale like Byung-Chul. I could actually see this. It's just so slow. It's hard for me to envisioning Byung-Chul using a gemmed in speed. And then the attack's a little bit wasted on him, but still, I don't want to read it. I don't want to re-app it better. We never know what new monster mechanics will come into the game. I feel like Byung-Chul does not need to, yeah, and for Byung-Chul you would take out the crit rate. Oh, Hero-Most, so yeah, you can feel free to message me in Discord or check the website. I don't like try and push account services on stream because I don't actually have time to schedule too many of them. But my rate is 50 an hour, and I think the next thing I have available is probably towards the end of next week or early the week after. But I'd be happy to schedule something with you if you wanted to. Just message me in Discord. I can send you a document with the different stuff. All right, we're gonna move past the slot 4s. Oh, we do have, okay. Do I want to do that? No, probably not. This I want to do, right? We get 1, 1, 2. It's actually a pretty good rune. On the flip side, Ancient with Innate. And accuracy, slow accuracy runes are hard to use. And this is Ancient with Innate. So this, I generally try and view it more as mentoring. So yeah, I mean, if we're building a dungeon team or doing something, then yes, I'd be on your account. But it's not so much playing. It's more like kind of one-on-one instruction stuff and just trying to, you know, there's an expression, give a man a fish feed him for a day, teach a man to fish, and he's never hungry again or something like that. So that's kind of what I try and do, is more mentoring stuff, explaining stuff, Q&A type stuff. Obviously can help with dungeon teams, rebuilding boxes and stuff like that as well. All right. Do I want to burn age? I mean, this is such a premium target. I actually think this is worth it. And he's got it marked anyway, so, I mean, he also thought it was worth it. It's not like I'm taking liberties here. I will stop if we hit 70 though. I'm not going to dump. I mean, ancient reapps are so rare. As premium as this target is, the rune is efficient. It honestly doesn't have a lot of use cases. That's the thing. Like, efficient, slow accuracy runes are very limited in their use case. Keep the left side. But it's just such a premium target. A premium target that doesn't want to improve. All right, we might come back to that one later. But we're done with it for now. Okay, this one also can be improved. We hit this one earlier and it didn't want to pop, so we'll give it another chance. I mean, I'm a spender, if that's what you're asking. It's well known, I'm a big spender. I have, man, that's awkward. Triple in one. The flat attack actually synergizes, but it's an accuracy rune. I don't really think, no need to be sorry. I'll expand upon that in a minute. I just want to make sure I don't make a mistake on the rune. So I'm just thinking it through, because this is like, this right side would be really nice. If this was like an attack rune, I would be all over this right side. But I can't really think of, I don't really have a lot of great use cases for either of these runes, but the left side, I can at least make a use case for Tessarian. I mean, this side's actually a solid Tessarian rune. It's just, you know, it's missing a lot of stats, and Tessarian's an efficiency whore, but give it 2 more tries. But the right side, I just don't think had any use cases at all. Two, 1-1, but that's baby versus. This is quad grindable, but we're getting even slower. I think you take the speed here, because around 20 accuracy you can get. Like, again, Tessarian use case. All right, we'll stop on that rune. That rune has just eaten a lot of re-ups. That rune has eaten up a lot of re-ups. Yeah, you would, if this was Tessa, you would gem attack over defense. And again, this would be more of like a 60 resistance Tessa. So it would be a Tessa that you're using on self-lead. And then it would be a 239 build, which, you know, around 18-20 speed, you can get 239 pretty easily. So it's really not a bad Tessa rune. Just maybe a little light on the stats for Tessa, but not a bad Tessa rune. All right, so Heromost. Question is, what do you think about like pay to win in Summoner's War? I'll take it a little bit more broadly. I've said this a lot. Summoner's War used to be what I call pay to play. And what I mean when I say pay to play is that if you pay, you get advantages. You can farm more, you get more monsters, you get more runes and artifacts. But there was so much strategy involved in the game. And also, and this is still true today, money buys efficiency, but it does not buy speed, and speed wins more matches than efficiency. Also, runes, artifacts, and skill will usually beat out monsters. However, efficient runes and monsters give you a real and significant advantage. Back in the day, when you spent money on Summoner's War, you tended to get a lot less advantage for your money. And the last 3 years, or particularly last 2 years, Summoner's War has started to give you a lot more for your money. That's great for people like me who spend. It's also, by the way, really great for people who need to catch up because they're 10 years behind and you get so much more for your money. But it does come at the expense of shifting from being pay to play to more pay to win. Now, Summoner's War is still far less pay to win than I think a majority of gacha games out there, but it is definitely a lot closer to pay to win than it used to be. Why are we re-upping this? Because it's missing a roll. That's why. Okay. I do know. I don't think Cytex is on stream, but I do know a free-to-play player who actually made G3 RTA this season. Oh, that's not bad. It's missing a full roll. Actually, it's better synergy. I mean, we keep it, but missing a full roll still. Legend, right? Yeah, it's legend. Okay. Yeah, it's missing. It's not enough. Stats looked pretty, but it was not enough. Okay, so that's 2 and 1 and 1. Not great stats. This does have one use case. Not really. Actually, no, it really doesn't. It gives us the stats, but it still has no use case. All right. Well, that's that one I can pass because it literally has nothing else. All right. I feel like it's time for another shift in rune sets. So he said Vio, Despair, Will. Have we been in Vio for a while? Not really. I think we've been bouncing around in Will. So let's come back over here to Vio. 2 and 2. This is, I don't think there's a re-up target for me. Not with the defense innate. I know it has no speed, but it does have use cases. I mean, if we re-app this, what are we trying to get? That's the real question, because it's like a near max double crit damage, near max double crit rate. He's already got the gem and grind in place. Yeah, it has no speed, but you could technically gem speed over this HP, and it's a pretty insane Theomar style rune, for example. Doesn't even have to be limited to PvE. Pretty insane Theomar style rune. Fire Cassandra rune. You know, monsters. There's probably just and Julian is the other. I was trying to avoid saying Julian because it's LD5, but those three, any one of those three monsters, it would be insane for all three of them. All right, that's enough for that defense rune. This one we already decided to keep, right? Yeah, this is a triple +1. What's up? So do I ever mess around and try to triple red stat a unit? Oh, I know what you're talking about, Rage Star. It took me a minute. I have one. I've got to have one. Either a Leo or an Artemil. I think the Artemil. No. I'm looking down at my account right now. All right, no. So the Arda. Well, yeah, because the only. Yeah, no. You couldn't triple red stat because you'd be doing 100 accuracy. I would actually never do that. Yeah, no, I have plenty of monsters with double red stat, but I've never done a triple red stat because I am like so averse to wasting stats. So I never let any monster go over like 89 accuracy. Yeah, that would be the answer. No triple red stats. Two, 1, 1. This fits together a lot better. This is actually a pretty good defense rune. Like this works for a fair number of monsters as is. You can do a 0 speed build, gem and HP, or you can do. I mean, honestly, it'd be pretty easy to just go like speed, crit rate, accuracy, and then find the resistance and subs, or vice versa. I wish this was HP, and this rune would be so much better. But how many reaps do we want to keep putting into defense runes? Because it's got a lot of defense runes marked. $7 HP on a defense rune. So this feels actually pretty useful, even though you're losing the stat. This is to me like a Fang with Leo rune right here. The HP with the flat defense is pretty OP. You've got the resistance innate. So there's probably, if anybody out there right now is an RTA player and watching, I know this is like, you know, defense with innates, the whole Sonya trap thing, but it's also true for Siege, by the way. But for Siege offense, there's a limited number of monsters that use flat defense, defense percent rims, and a lot of those monsters don't really totally care about efficiency. But the biggest of them is Fang, and if you run Fang with Leo, where you don't need speed, then this run is actually pretty nuts. Even though it's not super efficient, it has everything he needs, including that flat defense. So Arthrex, I hope you rewatch the vlog on this, because otherwise you're going to be like, why the hell did he save this rune? But this would be this rune would be a massive upgrade for my Fang. And so even though it's not like super efficient, I think this is a really strong rune to save. Just because it has such, it's not just that it has a use case, it's that it has such a good use case. Plus we have lots of other defense runes to get. This one we're not going to re-up. This one we're not going to re-up. And the rest are all defense. Okay. We'll do one more defense and we'll move along, I think. This is actually not bad. I mean, it's super low rolls, right? It's 5-6, 5-6, 6-6, 5. Yeah, 5-6, 5-6, 5-5, 5-6-6. But it's triple grindable. Decently useful with the crit damage for defense scaling mons. And we just have too many defense runes we're re-upping. So if we've got something that's pretty decently useful, I don't see value in pursuing it. This one we're also not going to re-up. It's just, I think this is already, because of the HP innate, it's just not worth re-upping. We could do that one again. And we can do that one again, but I don't really want to because of the no innates. I don't super want to keep hitting this one. This one made me cry earlier. The 19 crit rate is so hard to... And it made me smile now. That is a really bad quad, though. That is a brutally bad quad. And yet, it is a quad, slot 4 HP, and it is at least quad grindable quad. So, I'm actually going to do this. Nah, I won't. I'll let him do it. I'll let him do it. But dude, I mean, you know, don't lick a gift quad in the mouth. That's what you gotta say. It'd be nice if it was like 2 or 3 speed higher, but the fact that it is quad grindable definitely softens the blow. Gem in the attack percent. Although to be fair, like I keep saying it's quad grindable, but realistically, I mean it's still quad grindable. I actually would almost certainly do this. For slot 4 HP, most monsters don't really want the attack percent that much, and so to be able to have a 28 speed rune with the flat HP and defense on it, that's pretty solid. So yeah, this is honestly what I would do. Oops. Not immemorial, but I'd put the flat HP here. Dude, first quad of the day, first quad speed of the day, 4th or 5th quad of the day, but first quad speed of the day. All right, I believe that's it for everything he said in bio. So, and then did we finish Despair other than like defense percent stuff? We still have this one. Yeah, so Dosa, you can go both ways. You can go attack or HP, but it's just most monsters that use slot 4 HP tend to be supports that don't do damage. And there's a couple of exceptions, but not many. For the most part, if you're putting slot 4 HP on a monster, it either doesn't do damage at all or it does HP scale damage. And in both cases, the HP tends, like, so Vigor, for example, could be on speed HP on a 286 build with, you know, taking advantage of his HP scale damage. Fran could want attack, but generally not, because artifacts now make up for the fact that, you know, she scales HP and attack, but you get recovery on artifacts. Plus, Fran's not super in the meta at the moment. All right, so this is 1 and 2. Yeah, I think we can re-up this. Okay. But yeah, I mean, definitely you put attack percent there and you get a higher efficiency number for sure. But in terms of just synergy, particularly siege synergy, the flat HP is going to give you a lot more value on that rune. I'm actually going to pass up on that one. It's a low, it's barely over a double. All right, that 111. What? Keep the 21 speed. I think this is the best remaining reapp target we have left, which kind of sucks. Well, it is. It's yeah. I think 2-1 nothing. This is legend, right? Yeah, it is legend. All right, I'm not gonna hit that one more for the moment though. All right, crit damage. Yeah, this is okay. This is pretty useless as an HP slot 6 on despair is useless. If it was Vio, maybe it would have use case, but it's kind of an unfortunate one for despair. We've gone through all of Vio Will, and Despair was his third choice. He said to a lesser degree, destroy Nemesis and Swift. We did 1 or 2 Swift. Let's just check if we have any like super premium. Well, this is still a really good target. So we'll finish this one, and then we can take a look at a couple of other sets. Don't like the crit damage there. Just serves no purpose on a Despair slot 6 accuracy, slot 6 HP. Excuse me. Destroy was a lesser priority for him, and Destroy is not super in the meta right now, to be honest. However, we're not landing anything here, so let's take a look at maybe Nim. 3 marked. Oh, well, it should be 246, right? Yeah. Slot 2 HP. I'm not super anxious to do that. Crit damage. The crit rate one on Nim, this would make some sense. Good innate, too. We could do this one. 28 defense. Kind of. Yeah, so triple defense on a Nemesis rune is really unfortunate. And definitely see why this one's marked. Even though it's 28 defense, like, yeah, that's double in one. That's a triple. It's a triple speed, but still. For Nemesis, we're not going to go further. It's got good synergy. It's 23 speed, and it's not, it's not violent. So that's good enough for me. It's super low efficiency because that's like triple, and then it's 5-6. But I mean, just for argument's sake, let's see what his fastest slot forward is on Nemesis. 25, 23. Ooh, that's pretty fast. That's HP crit damage, and then this is his fastest crit rate is 21. Interestingly, this rune is almost worse than this rune. I guess we can probably go a little further on this one now that I look at it. I'm gonna remarket reapp, but I'm not gonna rush to reapp it because we are down on reapps. Like we've used, we're down in the near the end of the reapps. I feel like maybe there's better targets for the end of what we've got. Okay, this song is just like sucking all the energy out. I wonder why he didn't tell me shield. Shield's a little more in the meta for siege defense, but destroy Nemesis and Swift. Okay, let's see what we've got for speed runes, because those tend to be easier to re-app anyway. Like there's a lot more configurations on a speed rune that make you excited. But let's see. All right, so if we go like this, oh, we've got one despair. Oh, that's right, we got this one. Yeah, you know what? This one, I wasn't really happy with this one when we got it. It looked pretty, but it's not actually super useful. This is already more useful for a despair rune. I know it's crazy eights, but I mean, like look at this. That's actually solid. That is super solid for a despair rune. Gem the HP over here, and this has so many use cases. Half is not on speed, but lots of use cases. Lots of use cases for this if you gem the speed, gem HP over crit rate, and then you get the grindable HP down here as well. is the spare units tend to be more about control than damage. And that's the biggest thing, is the spare units tend not to be built to do a lot of damage. That's not their point. So there's some exceptions, obviously. Definitely some exceptions, but the majority of them are more about control. All right, these two we had decided not to re-up already, and then I don't really want to re-up a blade speed rune. Maybe if it was attack, maybe, but not speed. All right, let's see what we've got. Slot 6 HP. 3 swifts we're not going to touch. 2 despairs. I feel like we've already put a lot of re-ups into both of those and they don't want to hit. This one we're keeping. This one, we put a bunch of re-ups into this, and I think we just keep this one because it's no innate and it didn't want to pop. And then we got revenge and 2 destroys. And that's already on a Leo. So if I'm gonna, oh, this is 19 speed with nothing, but this has the innate. The other one does not. Yeah, you can rebuild Leo. Leo's got a lot of variable builds. This seems all right. Yeesh. Almost, but with the flat attack. I mean, this is high roll max right here. I guess you keep it. You know, it's like I didn't want to break up a Leo rune. I guess you keep it. 21 crit rate with 0 speed, but yeah, it's an unfortunate end there. Like accuracy would have been OP. Oh, is this actually any better? I don't know. You're losing a roll either way, right? But you gain 1 speed. So on the left side, I think you probably actually just re-gem attack. Yeah, that's how I would treat the left side. I mean, you could gem accuracy in. You could gem accuracy in, you could re-gem attack either way. But I think you just re-gem attack because it's an attack rune. You get the extra attack there. So left side's going to be 20 speed versus right side 21. It's basically the same thing. You're basically, and on the right side, what are you going to do? You're going to gem HP over flat defense. You get the same flat attack, pretty much grindable either way. So you're trading 15 defense for 16 accuracy. That's the basic. Basically here, you're trading 15 defense for 1 speed, 16 accuracy, and you lose 14 flat attack. Accuracy generally will be worth more than defense, particularly on a destroy monster. So I do believe the right side is better. Neither of them is super exciting, but the right side is slightly better. Just because accuracy is worth more than defense in the current Com to Us world. Alright, we're going to stop. If it doesn't pop something better on this one, we'll stop. We can leave a marked re-app as a future target, but it's too many runes, too many re-apps to put into that rune. It did get theoretically a little better than when it started, because it was a little bit of a mess when it started, but oh, we're not doing slot 5s. Alright, so we've got crit damage. I wish you could filter with innate, no innate. I wish you could just tell it like I need innate, right? Make it so much easier to find the re-up targets here, but let's see. We're not gonna do we're not gonna do the vamp stuff because we don't have enough re-ups to make it worthwhile. Now I'm done with the defense runes. We did too many of those already, I think, and we already put a lot of re-ups into those. So we get the 2 destroy options here, both crit damage. Crit damage not super used on. Well, that'll work. That will. I was just about to say crit damage not super used on destroy, but the one thing you would use it for is HP scaling monsters, and that is pretty freaking OP for a B Young right there. Obviously, you get a gem in speed, so it's 239 B Young, not a 286, but that is a very nice result. Probably about the best result that we could have gotten out of that. Well, that's not true. The best result we could get is 30 speed, obviously. But the best result we could have realistically hoped for that particular video. One of the best results. It was a good result. I'm going to have an argument with myself on stream. I mean, the 3 speed isn't really worth it, so I mean, it's the same attack, it's 4 defense, you gain 3 speed for 4 defense, you're gemming out something either way, so these are low rolls, but yeah, I think it's actually the right side you keep. Neither side's good, but the right side's better. Where do we stop on this one? We'll do 2 more and then we'll stop. I think I want to put some towards Swift if if this doesn't hit. I'm a little bit nervous about doing too much Swift because we had like a couple of little hot streaks, but we haven't done like, it hasn't been like an insane session, right? So we're 230 reaps in exactly. So what we would expect, let's see where we're at now. So 230 reaps divided by 5.5. On average, what I would expect as a whale who has done a lot of reaps on my own account and others, on average, what I expect is to get one keepable rune every 5 to 6 reaps. So we're going to call it 5.5. So in 230 reaps, we should have 42 runes that we've kept. Let's see where we stand right now. Bro, Qua, huge congrats, man. I didn't realize you bought a new account. Huge congrats on the first G3. Dude, I actually rushed. I didn't rush on stream, but I actually rushed. I got such bad RNG, and you know, shit happens. Like I'm not trying to complain because I think I would have been rank 2 either way. Like rank 2 seems to be my permanent location. I just can't pull off legend. But this week I was rank 7. The thing is, 952, I attacked a team with a bomb. I attacked a double cami team with a bomber offense. I missed all 5 bombs on open. So it was John, Ciara. John missed all 4, and then Ciara missed a bomb. And I struggled through it for like 3 minutes, and I got down to 2 camis, and I just kept missing bombs on the cami. My Ciara kept missing bombs. John was dead. So after like 3 minutes, I was like, dude, I'm wasting so much time. I'm gonna quit out. I'm just gonna go back in and hit the same defense. I went back in. I hit the same defense. I missed all 5 bombs again. I don't remember ever missing 5 bombs once. Like I've missed 4. It happens. I don't actually ever remember missing 5 bombs in a bomber team, like a 5 for 5 miss, right? I missed all 5 bombs again. And then I was like so pissed off that I like stuck it out for another like 30 seconds or something, and then I quit. So I took 2 losses and I lost 5 minutes, and somehow I still finished rank 7. That was 952 to 958. Like in 6 of the final 10 minutes. I lost 2 matches and won none, and I still finished 7. So I probably would have finished 2nd anyway. Somehow I always managed to miss legend, but feels like my defense did really good this week. And so I took my defense down right away again. People have seen it now, and give them a chance to practice into it. It's not a great thing. Because like the defense that I ran for months, like 6 or 7 months, I ran the same defense, and it was rocking. But people eventually solved it because they saw it. I don't rush every week. I rush maybe once a month, but still, the more people see it, you know, the more they get used to it. So I put up a new defense, and man, dude, missing all 5 bombs 2 matches in a row after probably never once having that happen. That was kind of brutal. But like I said, probably would have been ranked 2 either way. So what are you going to do? All right. So we are doing a re-up count. We expect to see 42 runes. If we've got 42 keeps, then we are on what I would consider rates. If we do not, then we're below. So I see 54 runes here to start. That's a good sign. We know some of these will not have been runes we did. So that's, we're sorted by grade. So all of this is legend. I believe we did all of these, right? Or the vast majority of these we did. Yeah, because all the legend stuff, when we checked this earlier, it was basically, there were like 3 runes we didn't do. That was it. So we come down here. This is 1 that we didn't do. That's 2 we didn't do. And then everything else from here we did. And then from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9. 9 that we did not do. So it was 9 plus 2, right? 11 we didn't do, and that's it. So we've got 43. We're smack on rates. We are smack on rates, pretty much. Yeah, the Grago rune's insane. There was another one that was pretty close to this too. I guess I could do a quick run through at the end because this was such a long, such a high number of reaps. And the nice thing is we have them all marked, so we can identify exactly which ones we did. So I can do a quick run through and just kind of show them all at the end. All right, I actually feel much better about that. I was gonna say I don't know about you guys. I guess you guys don't really care because you're not the ones reapping. But we had so many dry spells. I kind of felt like it was an session. It's actually an on rates session. I can deal with on rates. 5 LDs, Gianna, Giselle, Destiny, Thibbe, and Shazam. Oh, huge grats on 4 of those. I didn't realize you started from scratch. So you rebuilt from scratch and made G3. That's actually pretty sick, man. Huge congrats. And nicely done also. Huge good job. All right. So since we're on rates, I feel a little bit better about trying some of his Swift. I'm not going to do HP stuff because that's straight speed chase. I'm not going to do those, so maybe I don't feel better about doing a Swift because I don't see any good attacks. Or good attacks. I don't see any good runes. I read the word attack. I don't see any good targets. That's what I was trying to say. All right, so if we're not going to do Swift, then we've already looked at Destroy and Nemesis. We're pretty much done with Bio. It's like just defense. That's all that's left was defense. Let's see if there might be a target that he did not mark. We can try that. I'm only going to look for stuff with innates, so I'm just going to scroll through this real fast. That's pretty efficient. I would keep that, yeah. 2-1-1. Yeah, I would keep that for sure. That's pretty good. Ooh, nope. 20 speed. Yeah, I would keep that. Kind of sucks. It sucks that you have to keep the defense, so you would basically gem HP over accuracy. It kind of sucks, but I would keep it, obviously. All right, it does look like he pretty much got everything. So what do we do next then? Or do we just save his life? He told me to do all the reaps. He did tell me to do all the reaps, but we also declined to reap a couple that he marked. I don't know if I should save him a few. There's only 20 left. I don't really like, and I guess the one Swift target I do like is this one, but we already hit this one. It was kind of like the Swift Copper thing, right? 17 speed. I mean, if I take this any further, I'm basically speed chasing. I could take like a really high. By the way, Adrenaline, if you're still around, man, have a good day. Thanks for hanging out on stream, man. Time for the Skogel rune. We could go back to the Skogel rune. I like that. Yeah. Yeah, this rune didn't want to pop. Wait. 24 crit damage. This is not the rune I was thinking of. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. Never mind. Okay. Crit rate, crit damage. So this 2-1-1. And the right side here, what would you do? There's no real wasted stats. It's low rolls, but no wasted stats. Left side is... Left side's not really wasted stats either, but crit rate's worth so much more than crit damage. So no matter what, this right side is better. Get the same 12 speed, but here you get the gem HP. You wind up with 19, or gem attacks. You wind up with 19 defense versus 14. You get 16 attack either way. And you're basically trading 24 crit damage for 15 crit rate. But it's pretty much the same stats. I mean, so you're trading 24 crit damage for 15 crit rate and 5 defense. But crit rate, huh. I feel like the left side might actually be better. At least it has more use cases. Plus the left side's a little more flexible, because you can technically swap the speed for crit rate and put it on a 0 speed build. I feel like the left side is the play. I wish I could remember what the grinds were on this. I don't remember what the grinds are. I know the speed is 8+4. I don't remember if these are low grinds or high grinds in the defense and attack. But when I look at the right side, it's like you're gaining 5 defense. Byung-Chul doesn't need crit rate. Byung-Chul only needs crit damage, so left side's a better Byung-Chul. Left side's also better for most monsters that run on slot 4 crit rate. I think the left side's better. I do. Okay, yeah, so this is high, this is low, though. Yeah, I jumped back. This is not the rune I was thinking of. I overreacted when you said, is it time for the Skogel rune? That's not the one I was thinking of. It was, I think this one is the one that I was actually thinking of. The accuracy rune that had resistance on it, there was 2 of them, right? Or is it just one? This is the... No, we put a lot of reaps into this, and this is a usable Tessa rune. So it's 2-1-1. We're actually going to save this, because we put a lot of reaps into that, and it does have a use case. Defense, HP. This is the Skogel rune we were talking about. This is the actual Skogel rune I was talking about. Cytex, it's funny, man. I actually called you out earlier. Did you finish G3? Because I literally just mentioned you like 3 minutes ago. right, oh, baby. I like it like that. All right, that's a win. That's a huge win right there. Damn. All right. Good call on the Skogel rune, man. Sidetex, huge congrats. G3 free to play. Guys, RTA God right here. RTA God, G3 free to play. And he moved up season after season. I remember like not even a year ago him busting his ass to get into G1 and then slowly working to G2, and this season locking in G3, man. That's just super, super impressive. Super, super impressive, honestly. Huge congrats. All right. I think that's it for Vio. I actually think that's it for Vio. We did too many defense runes already. I'm not going to do this one. Yeah, the only one left, that's it. The only one left is this, and that one's good enough already. I don't think you actually re-up this. I think you just save this. I actually call that done, honestly. Yeah, G3 free to play is insane, man. But that goes back to the question earlier. All right, so if we're done with Vile, are we also done with Will? Pretty much, right? It's just defense. We're not re-upping that, and then this one was good, right? 2-1-1. This is a save. Yeah, that's a save. I don't really want to re-up this one, but I guess technically we could. That's not terrible. It's not good, but it's not terrible. I mean, at least it's triple grindable with some crit rate. For like having no innate, it's probably more of a PvE rune than anything else, but I'll take it as PvE rune. That's fine. Like, make a useless rune usable. It doesn't matter where it's usable, right? This one we put a lot of re-ups into. It didn't want to pop. It's 1-1-1. We can try this a little bit more, see if it wants to pop right at the end, maybe. Yeah, it does. It wants to pop at the end. 1-2-1. Yeah, it's efficient. I mean, it's kind of an awkward crit damage rune, but there's use cases for it. Actually, really good use cases. Byung Chul. We keep calling out Byung. I don't. Oh well. Oh, so you guys don't know. Arthrex is going for. Yeah, probably good time to shout this out. Arthrex is going to try to set the all-time record for largest summoning session. So this is the summoning session we have coming up. I don't have a date from him yet, but I think it's in the I think it's coming pretty soon. Okay. This is what's coming up pretty soon here, guys. You see 9-year scrolls, ancient trans, AC scrolls, and then pow, 5,000 already, and another like 600 here. 30, 59. Yeah. So I don't know exactly when that's coming. But keep an eye out for it. We're going to try and set the record for largest summon session ever. He's been saving for a year, guys. Saving for a full year. Don't ask me, Ragestar. I can't do it. Bro, didn't you see me like scrounging for like 3 mystical scrolls earlier? No, this is Arthrex's account. Regular stream viewer, but he's in Europe. It's 9 hours ahead, and the stream got started too late, so he went to bed and just gave me instructions on how to re-up. But he's been saving for almost a year. Yeah, exactly, Claw. Exactly, man. It's gonna be a session. So this is almost exactly the same as that other bio rune, and I think we already said there's enough use cases for it to keep it. It's 1-2-1. Yeah, it's enough use cases to keep it. This is honestly like an acceptable rune for not having an 8. It's like 1-2-1 again. I think there's use cases to keep that. We'll go ahead and keep it. Yeah, that's just a year. I mean, they make so with the anniversary events, you get so many scrolls now, and then you farm and everything else. It's a year summon. We actually did. Yeah, it's about a year. It's about a year of saving. All right, crit rate, accuracy. This is reappable. Yeah, side text. I mean, you got there before I did, man. You got there before I did, so maybe I next you've got to provide me with the information. That's pretty solid. I mean, it's not great because of the defense, but triple grindable, crit damage works. 2, 1, and 1, so it's efficient. It's not, you know, it's not wow, but it's efficient. All right, then we've got this one that we put a bunch of reapps into before. I don't love spamming ancient reapps on accounts that are not my own. And on my own, I never have more than 2 because I use them every week. But this is just such a premium target. So we'll give it one more set of 10. And if it doesn't hit, we're just gonna leave it be. We'll leave it marked for him. Oh, I would say that is better, somewhat. Still not really good because of the resistance, but it is somewhat better because I mean 40 attack is 40 attack. You could almost, if it wasn't for the resistance, you could make a case for it being like a Carcano rune or something like that. Efficient, but you'd have to gem out the res, and there was a roll in the res. Oh, okay. That's an upgrade from where we started. That's a real upgrade. Actually, are we done? I think we're just done, right? 2 into defense, 2 into speed, 1 into HP. No wasted rolls. You get quad grindable. I think we're done. I mean, it's not the dream 31 speed, but it is probably 125 to 130% efficiency when you factor in that you get like the, you know, the extra bonus stuff on the ancient gems and grinds, right? Yeah. This solid 125, 130% efficiency rune. It's not super synergized, so it doesn't make us excited as it probably should. It doesn't make me as excited as it probably should to see a rune that efficient because of the rolls into defense, basically. But it's a pretty insane rune. It's definitely, and it's an insane rune with 22 speed. So it's definitely a saver. All right, we're not going to do the defense rune there. We're not going to do defense. We're not doing that. So we're done with Will. I don't think we got pretty far in despair. We put a lot of re-ups into this rune. It did not want to pop. Also put a lot of re-ups into this rune, but not as many. Let's try this rune, see if it'll pop. So what do you guys think about the music change for this stream? Like, how was it overall for you guys, the different music, me using just like a pay streaming site now? Oh, that's sexy. Now, the crit damage didn't really synergize, but this is a keeper. This is a definite keeper. I see why he's got this marked. Yeah, that's a target. Crit damage has less value on it's technically better than the left side to be like, it is technically actually an upgrade. It's like the same rune but better. Okay, I'll take that though. Especially for despair, this is like, you get away with slower you can get away with slower accuracy runs with despair than other sets. So it's double and it's quad grindable. You just put the defense over resistance, you're quad grindable, super efficient. And yeah, it's a solid. Yeah, exactly. I mean, so I'm going to value crit damage less to begin with on despair, and then I'll value it even less on despair HP, basically. All right, with 4 left, could we just finally finish this rune? This rune that did not want to finish, could we wrap it up on a high note? I'll tell you what, we had a couple of those last couple of re-ups were like really nicely rounding off the session, just like 2 super efficient accuracy runes to kind of round things out. Is this better? As a despair slot 6 HP, it is more efficient. It doesn't have wasted rolls anymore, but it's 8 speed slower. Left side, you could still technically gem in attack percent, so left side's triple grindable. Yeah. No, you take usability over efficiency, I think. I was trying to convince myself it was better because it would have been nice to finish with 1 more keep. But I think overall, you know, like a lot of times we do these streams and I'm like, wow, best re-app session ever and all that. This was not the best re-app session ever. But this was a solid session. Like we saved over 50 runes, give or take. So, I mean, the goal here was to add siege depth, right? Oops. 2, 4, 6. There were a total of 11 runes out of this 65 we did not. So we saved 54 runes. We did use, because we used ancients for 2 of these re-apps, right? So we did use 17 ancients and 253 re-apps. So a total of 270 re-apps. I said a few times during stream, I expect to keep 1 rune every 5 to 6 re-apps, right? So out of 270, if you divide it by 5.5, we would expect 49 keeps, and we got 54. So we beat rates by about 5 runes. We had a couple of really solid ones. We did have multiple quads. I mean, the thing is, we didn't have multiple quad speeds, but we had multiple quads. We had 2 quad defenses, we had a quad HP and a quad attack. We had 2 or 3 runes that could easily crack 125, 130% efficiency if you invested all legend grinds and gems in them. There were quite a few solid runes. So, guys, I'm going to do a super quick run through, because obviously if I spent a lot of time on each of these runes, we'd be here for another hour, but I'll show you pretty much what we finished with on everything. So, speed rune. Dude, actually, I feel like this is not like super effective to do this run through. I don't see how you would, yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna click on each one, and if somebody, I did that one too quick. If somebody wants, they can like clip it and pause, because it takes too long to look at each rune and figure it out to do like 60 of these, right? Okay, the rare runes we did not do, obviously. This crazy efficient rune. This we did not do. You have to take one, this, because it's already grinded, right? So take one more off the list. We did 53 runes. I didn't realize that one was there. So we did 53, still about 4 over what I would expect to be, air quotes, rates. 3, we didn't do this one either. So 3 over rates. Any other surprises in here? And then the rares we didn't do at all. Okay, yeah. So we did 3 over rates, there we go. But definitely some very solid runes. See, that's funny, Cytex, because I very rarely saw Sonya last season. It's interesting. I did have a few anti-Sonya monsters, and I almost never got to use them. All right, so we will take a look to see if there are any ancient runes that are viable targets. I don't personally think there are any left, or I think he probably would have already marked them, but we'll take a look. Yeah, I mean, I don't love this rune myself, but he didn't mark it, and it does have use cases, so we'll probably leave that. Let's actually narrow this down by set as well. So I would re-up Swift, I'd re-up Despair, I'd re-up Will, of course. I would look at Shield, but he didn't give me Shield on his list. So while I would maybe look at Shield on my account, I wouldn't do it on his. And then Destroy is the other thing on the list. So these are potential targets. We're 246 only. We'd keep that one. 18 speed, yeah, with no innate, I think you keep that one. And then this is pretty fully 23 crit rate, yeah, so I would definitely keep that one. This is straight speed chase. I honestly sell this with no innate and slot 4 HP being literally a Swift 4 HP. Literally the only thing you will ever use it for is if it quad speed. So with no innate, this is probably a sell in my eyes. This is 31 speed already, so we're obviously not going to screw with that. Ooh, and he can grind this higher. He needs to find the legend for that. Let's see. Despair crit damage 1, so it's 2/1/1 quad grindable. Not an exciting rune, but for being Despair crit damage, kind of a low demand rune, I think you're not gonna re-app it. So this one fully grinded already, so I'm not gonna mess with that. 23 speed, 11 crit rate. You gem the attack down there. Flat HP probably makes more sense here. This to me might actually have been a re-app target if it wasn't fully grinded, but I'm not going to burn his grinds here. On my account, I probably would continue re-apping this because there's a lost roll in here. And it is, you can use Will slot 4 in a lot more configurations than just 30 speed, but then you have that chance for the super fast rune. So I might re-app this on my account, but since he didn't mark it and he's got it grinded, I'm not going to. 2/1, yeah, no wasted rolls there, so I wouldn't mess with that. I'm not going to do Despair attack, so we can just wipe those out now. I'm not going to do more defense runes. We did too many of those. Will 6 attack. 23 crit rate. It's kind of rough. 23 speed. Obviously, keep that. 28 speed rune. And this is super efficient. So that's it. It appears, guys, that is it for the reapps. Let me just swap over to my account, and then we can do like a little outro thing. That. Okay. First pick Vela and your mid-speed draft with Praha and Oberon with no reviver or protection baited Sonya. Yeah, dude, I remember us talking about making Oberon Sonya bait, actually. So I'm glad that worked out. 'Cause I remember that conversation. And yeah, I'm really glad that worked out. I first picked a lot of Ragdoll. Most of the season, I just first picked Ragdoll. And then I really struggled to climb. It was weird. I struggled to climb. Well, I say most of the season. I only built a box with a month left. So, you know, there's that. I really only played for about a month. I did wind up, I messed around a lot early in the season with just like randomly runed stuff. Not optimized, I didn't do anything with, you know, it was just like I put random runes on monsters and like played RTA to burn time, but I wasn't really tryharding. So with a month left in the season, I built a box, and then I spent about 2 weeks where I was like trying to first pick Ragdoll, and I just couldn't get anywhere. I just kept getting crushed with CC stuff, and so finally I switched to Vanessa first pick, and I climbed up to yeah, I used him in the last. Here, I'll show you the replay. It was pretty cool. I might have sacked this one a little bit, to be fair. I had a couple of good pieces of RNG, but I was pretty impressed with how much damage I was able to output with him. So I did this at the start of stream, and I drafted him just for the sake of drafting him. I do surprisingly well with him, but yeah. So I mean, I don't think I really got lucky there. Let's see. It felt like I might have sacked this a little bit. Why did Streamlabs just please refrain from posting links? Okay, that explains it. What link did you post, bro? You didn't. Oh, C.rate. All right, man. So apparently Streamlabs thought C.rate was a link. And I can't put your Streamlabs overrules me, and I can't unmute your builds. your messages. Apparently I can't restore your messages, but I read them. I saw them. Hey gang, Amdawat. Yeah. My win rate with Hey Gang was like negative. I don't know. I couldn't get anything going trying to play on the slower core. I just couldn't get it going. But the Oberon as a Sonya bait makes a lot of sense. Well, have a good one, man. Thanks for hanging out on stream. And yeah, I don't actually have a lot of content left, guys. We'll see. Maybe I can grab a scroll from Siege or something. And if not, I think we're pretty much wrapped up for the day. But let's see if we can finish out. What was the old YDCB random review of the day? Let's see if we can get a random review of the day. Wow, 6. Never get scrolls from Siege. Maybe that's a good sign. What up, Abstract Dude? Yeah, I don't mind showing. Keep in mind, I do some kind of weird stuff. So TL was not really in my core, so he's not on my fastest set. I think the lore is on a faster set right now. Let me see. Yeah, lore is a little bit faster. Yes, I text. I don't know if you could hear me. So it apparently thought C.rate was a link. Tyler, yeah, a lot of the LDs are fun. So I tried to show at the start of stream my new toy. I was only able to get him into a couple of matches, but I can show one. Hey, not even a spark. Ah, not even a spark. Okay. Oh, wait, we got 2 mysticals from farming. Maybe here? No, not gonna happen. You can tell when it starts showing you the skip button really fast, you just know right off the bat you're not gonna get anything. All right, maybe we can get a. Do we have any runes to roll? Maybe we can get a quad somewhere. I don't know if I farmed any runes the last day. Hey, here we go. Here we go. All right. 27 speed. 27 speed, right? Yeah, awesome. 27 speed. Can I show lower RTA runes? Yeah, I don't mind. Okay. No value in that. This one could be good, or not. Is that a sell? Yeah, I think it's still a sell. Okay. I don't know. I might have. Yeah, no, it's a sell. I mean, it's efficient, but what am I going to do with it? It's a sell. It's hard to clean your inventory. Once you decide to keep a rune, it gets hard. Well, okay, if you don't have a lot of runes, then you should be keeping a lot of runes. I just have too many runes, and so it gets hard for me to clear stuff out. Yeah, so here's the Laura. And then this is the new toy. So I don't know if you saw this one. He's not in any kind of proper runes yet. I just put inventory stuff on him so I could mess with him. And I need to build, I need to change a lot of things to really be able to use him much, because he just doesn't work running him this slow. I mean, he works if I can get him through a draft, but you just don't get him into like safe drafts. I freaking hate CC. It's not that I hate turn 1. I hate CC. And one of the big, weirdly, one of like what I would call a hole in my box, once I got to G2, G3, and RTA, what a hole in my box would be is that my only LD speed lead was Pontos, and he's way too counterable. And so if I did want to play turn 1, I was limited to elemental speed leads. And the problem is that elemental speed leads are contested. Now, obviously, you've got guys like Obabo, who I think he only has elemental speed leads and a top 20 RTA player. He is much faster than me, but he's also just better, more experienced at playing turn 1 than me. So for myself, when I was trying to push running faster teams, I would struggle when I couldn't get in the speed leads that made sense for the draft I was trying to do. And so Maxi does fill a huge role. I have a lot of LD5s, but he filled a very needed role for me. Combined with the fact, I mean, I've just been on the absolute craziest run. Like, those of you guys who saw me stream a year ago know that all these LDs were not here. In the last, since last July, I pulled Ragdoll in July. And then since last July, just of what's here to see what's new. Arta's new, Asim is new, Tian Lang is new, Yoldong is new, Devaraj is new. I pulled 2 of him. Ragdoll is new. I pulled 2 of him. Gapsu's. Gianna's new. And Maximilian's new. That's just of what I've actually got ruined in the box. And then I've got other LDs too. Like I'm telling you, it is the most unreal run. I've pulled like 14 LD5s or 15 LD5s in a year, and more than that in like the last 10 months. Or not less, since November. I think I've pulled like 8 or 9 LD5s since that. It's insane. Like I can't even keep count anymore. It's just insane. And everybody probably hates me now. You probably all just thumbs down. I wouldn't blame you. All I can say, when I started Summoner's War, because I do spend, when I started Summoner's War, in my first 2,000 LD scrolls, I had 1 LD5. And 2,000 LD scrolls, I had 1 LD5. Carrie Bear, I'm a spender, so it's more than every 50 scrolls. Because all the packs I buy are ones oriented towards LD scrolls. So it is more than every 50 scrolls, quite a bit more, because I also obviously just feed all my elementals for LD scrolls and stuff as well, and I farm a lot of LD scrolls out of shop and so on. But regardless, I am crushing rates, and it's not even just the fact that I'm crushing rates. it is also the fact that I'm pulling really good LD5s. And that's the insane part, is like, I went 4 years in this game, because I'm not a 10-year player, but I went 4 years in this game with like my first 2,000 skulls was one LD5, and then my next 3 years, my next 2 years, whatever, I pulled a couple of LD5s, but they were all pretty shitty LD5s. And I went from like all of a sudden where I basically had one usable LD5 to like I have pretty much every monster. Like, it's just insane, man. I'm very thankful. So I think me sitting there like talking about I pulled all these LD5s, it probably sounds really bad. But I'm just very thankful, and I'm very excited. Like, I can't imagine, I could never have imagined having this kind of run. To just pull like your most wanted LD5 over and over again is insane. And I'm not free to play. I've spent a lot, but it's still insane. Like, it's still all luck. And after 5 years of really crappy RNG in this game, like, I had the best 7-month stretch that anybody has ever had in this game, probably. So very, very happy about that. Very fortunate about that. And yeah, so it sounds like it's probably like a brag when I'm showing all this stuff, but maybe it is, but it's not the intention. It's really just like excitement to show off new toys and to be able to actually like use all these different combinations. It's also hard to figure out how to use all of them and to work so many new monsters in. Like even Dark Yennefer, another new one. She's really fun for TOA. Hell, I haven't even tried to use her in RTA yet. And I think she has use cases in RTA. Pretty cool kid. But it's just like trying to figure out how to get everything worked in. It's fun. It's a good challenge. You know, first world it is a very good challenge, but it is definitely a challenge where all of a sudden you're just trying to figure out like which monsters you want to use and how to work them all in. So it's been really cool. It's been really, really cool. Max re-ups you can get in a month. As free to play or as a spender, Tyler? As free to play, I mean, you can get the ancient crystal stuff, depending on if you have like stuff to feed. So that they've just boosted up to. Wait, here, right? How many can you buy now? You can buy 30 here if you have stuff to feed, but as free to play, you won't have a lot of stuff to feed. Yeah, you get what, 3 a week, and then like as a spender, a lot now. Re-up packs are 70. Usually you get 2 update packs a month at least. One of them's gonna have another 50. Sometimes 2 of them do. Sometimes there's a mid-update pack. I mean, I would guess 150 plus if you're buying all the re-ups. My focus has always been LDs. I farm so much. I mean, I buy lots of packs. I get lots of re-ups because the packs I buy that have LDs plus re-ups together. But my focus has always been on the LDs because it's more about fun than power, honestly, because like you guys can see I've never finished G3. But it's like it's fun for me to play around with different ones, especially the turn 2 ones, because that's my style. And then I farm so much. I farm because you buy the LD packs, you get the crystals, and then you farm on the crystals. So the re-ups are really important as well for an end game account because you're chasing speed, you're chasing efficient runes and all that. But they're not as necessary. Like when I hit a big re-up, if it's not quad speed, it doesn't really change much on my game. Hraesvelg as an underrated monster in RTA. That is extremely creative. I don't even know where to go with that. All right. Well, anyway, I'm just kind of going in a circle here because we finished up the RTA wings at the start of stream. Siege is done. I've got no summons left. I don't really have a lot of content. And I am going to get some dinner. So, guys, as always, I appreciate you hanging out with me on stream. We will, I've said this before, I'm going to I can't promise a lot of streams. Time is just always a challenge. But I am going to try and get back to a couple of months on stream. We've got some re-ups and summon stuff coming up, and I definitely would like to do like a Maxi Cleave stream or just an RTA stream in general. Not a lot of them, because then I'll just rage, but so should be some more stream content coming up. Anyway, guys, as always, appreciate you watching. Thanks for hanging out on stream.